All you had to do was follow the damn train, Brandon. It's the TPA podcast. This is, we are live. If anyone's here, I'm Cliff. This is Asia. This is Brandon. Another week, another podcast. A lot of shit to talk about. SmackDown was amazing. Raw happened. One thing was amazing on Raw. We'll talk about that, and that's about it, because the rest of Raw was shit. We got NXT 205. Twitter idiots, the man, the bitch, the man in the bit.
We got wrestlers getting sick out of here.
We got someone giving diseases around here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Sonny's in the locker room, but that's I don't know. Well, anyways, but yeah, I mean, shit. Let me see who's in chat. Let me see what's up before we get going, because. I mean, as usual, since this has been finals week for me, I've not been as kept up. I'm usually never kept up. If it wasn't for Asia, I don't even know what I do. Oh, no one's in here. God damn you people. So all zero of you, how's it going? Y'all ain't shit. But yeah, so we just want to start on real quick.
Well, let's just start with the breaking news of today. Vince McMahon is going to show up on Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
He's going to shake things up.
God damn it, the ratings are awful. I need to be here. What's going to save the ratings? Me. Vincent Kennedy. Even at age 73, I am the draw. I am the ratings. I am everything. God damn it. Where's my Alice?
When ratings hit an all-time low, we gotta push the Vince McMahon button.
It's there just in case. It's there for emergency, the Vince button. And then just, he comes out and he's just like, oh, press that button. Oh, God, I guess I gotta try it.
If you guys were wondering, the Vince button is right next to the button that's going to launch all the missiles.
Hey, is it? I thought it was the same button. Okay.
That would suck. Like having like a button
release Vince McMahon.
and then you just hear on the news like there's a gigantic freaking mushroom cloud over.
You just see Vince playing with one of the missiles like it's his dick. Like, yeah, I'm fucking him in the ass with this missile hanging out.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. He's not the genetic jackhammer. He's the genetic missile. He's like I have upgraded. Anyway.
So Vince is supposed to be shaking things up like the day after TLC. So
does anyone have Superstar Shakeup flashback?
I actually see 4 things happening. First thing, Baron loses at TLC. Vince comes out, fires him, bring back Kurt Angle. Because
Kurt Angle's still under contract, and you might as well bring him back.
He's scheduled.
I think it's going to lead to a match at the Rumble between Corbin and Angle.
I could see that. He's scheduled to be at Raw, at that Raw. So
Battle of the white ball people.
I mean, if we can get Angle, I seriously want Angle back as a wrestler because his GM run has not been.
I remember his 2004 GM run. That wasn't too bad. But this is
well, because that's because he was heel and he was cool.
Right, yeah, when Kurt Angle's a heel when he's in a wheelchair. Like, I don't even know I forgot how he was even on the wheelchair, but
because Big Show grabbed him and he like choke slammed him down. He landed on the floor, got concussion and all that shit.
Yeah. That's great. But I mean, yeah, it has to be like. Well, actually, they might just bring back Kurt Angle and not even have the match because I mean, last time we saw Kurt Angle, I mean, I know you want him back, but he didn't look too good. I'm just saying, man, he did not look good. I mean, if he wants to come back, that's him. He can do that, whatever. I'm just saying, he didn't look too good. Like the WrestleMania match, he didn't look good. Like the tournament, I don't know. I mean, and if you're gonna have him in the ring, don't have him with Corbin. Have him with someone like AJ, someone who can fucking carry him.
Well, the thing is, like,
See, the thing is, Kurt doesn't necessarily need carrying to a good match, quote unquote. Because
Not carrying. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's a great wrestler, but it's just like he's slower and just like he gets gassed quicker.
You know what? I would say they need somebody that can scramble with him.
Yeah. Maybe like more like catering to his style, I guess. So basically, like I don't want to say Brock Lesnar. I mean, if that's the one match that it will take for Brock to try, then I'll take it. But
well, I mean, to be fair, I mean the one criticism with Brock is that he's very good. He just doesn't show it. Maybe this would get him to show it.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt. I mean, I don't know if they're still best friends or not, but I know they were, and like he would always like give it everything against him. But then again, I also don't want Kurt to get hurt.
Okay. So that's one scenario. Number 2 is a mini shakeup, which I don't see. I don't see that happening.
No, I really
not so close to a Rumble, and like 4 months before Mania. I don't see that happening.
Really, I think there's really just one option. I mean, I think that's. I mean, honestly, I see Corbin losing either way, whether we get a returning Bray Wyatt or if Braun Strowman is there, or something like that.
Right. And then the third option is he debuts Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, that's the other and thank you, Jarvis, for that. And honestly, I can see that happening, and it would be very unfortunate. The one upside to this, Lars Sullivan will not be on SmackDown, a.k.a. The Good Show. Keep him away from SmackDown. Please.
Especially how it was like, oh, Lars, he's supposed to be debuting at TLC, or like it was supposed to be his promo, supposed to be showing up at TLC.
Because they've been promos for Raw and for SmackDown, so they've been building.
No, but here's the thing: the promos were showing. What was the last pay-per-view that just like Survivor Series? It showed up on the Survivor Series pre-show, but it was like Vince saw it and he immediately showed it. He immediately showed it on Survivor Series when it was originally supposed to air at TLC.
He sees. I mean, Lars really does scream to me like a 2005 Vince McMahon like creation, like. I mean, I would say Chris Masters. Chris Masters did get better, but like a Chris Masters, a Mark Jindrak. It's like this is when they had real talent. So yeah, like just a muscled up meathead. I mean, I mean, he has some like in the ring. He has like athleticism. He can somewhat work, but he hasn't been showing it as of late. And also problematic he's problematic as fuck. So on top of all that, and just he's not over. Like he hasn't been. He never has been. Even in NXT, like people were just kind of like, eh.
He's over enough for Ashton apparently.
He wasn't over in NXT. He probably won't be over on the main roster, especially if you put him with Corbin. Imagine that. Just imagine that four-man trio of Corbin, McIntyre, Lars, and Bobby Lashley. Three out of the four are bald. Oh, by the way, what's up, Alex Gamer? 3 out of the 4 are bald, which that alone.
See, the problem is you're putting Drew with meat over.
Oh no, but that's the thing. I mean, I feel bad for Drew. Drew is the one shining spot in there. But you have to. I mean, let's be real. Like they're wasting Drew with this faction. Like they are wasting Drew with Bobby and Baron.
They'll be done by TLC.
Honestly, they're wasting Bobby Lashley. Like it's just Baron. It's just Baron Corbin. He's just not interesting.
And I just came up with the last one. His announcement is going to be about the XFL.
Oh, jeez. Please let me.
Watch it be that.
Oh, if it's that, we already heard the announcement, Vince. We heard on Twitter. You don't need to let us know. We're good.
I don't know. I think the XFL is more of a real life thing, not a kayfabe thing. So I don't think he'll mention it on the show.
No. It's the fact that it's a Vince McMahon thing. It would be total Vince for him to just.
Yeah, it would. He can cut a promo on how he's going to take down the NFL. Shit like that. Like, hey, I mean, it would be real, and it would also be like let's be real, kayfabe and Vince McMahon are not very far apart. They really aren't. Other than the the stuff where Vince says he cares about the fans. That of course is bullshit. But like he's very like, it's hard to like see like in between the lines of Vince because Vince is always himself for the most part. I mean, if he was fully himself, he would be like, "Where's Roman? Where I can suck my dick?" But when he's not, then
Vincent K. McMahon is the example of someone taking their actual personality and turning it up to 11 for a wrestling character
to 1,000.
Because it pretty much is him. Granted, I think Vince McMahon has some restrictions about not kissing his ass.
I mean,
honestly, being legit, I could not see Vince McMahon the person actually wanting someone to kiss his ass legitimately. I couldn't say it.
I mean, he likes the message, but I mean, also there haven't really been many people that have actually kissed his ass like for real. Like William Regal's I think William Regal's the only one that like volunteered and was like a member of it. Jim Ross got shoved in it. Shane McMahon got shoved in it, which that's just lovely. More incest, more lovely. Just the fact that Vince's son's head was up his ass, literally, and that's around the same time they want to do an incest angle. But anyways, I can't see that being a thing. I mean, maybe so. Well, here's the thing: knowing Vince and like his obsession with like shit jokes and fart jokes and piss jokes and shit like that, he probably would like it.
I'm telling y'all, if that
very juvenile.
If that actually happens, y'all owe me an apology.
Wait, the XFL thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening.
It kind of makes me wonder, how do you think Vince feels about Joey Ryan? Because
he probably loves it.
I mean, a guy that grabs women by their boobs to suplex them, and a guy that suplexes people using his dick.
Yeah, and has basically a metal dick or an unstoppable penis that can like, I don't know, grab people. That's like Vince. Vince is like, God damn it, wait! Why haven't I done this? If I was a wrestler, I would be him.
Yeah, I'm surprised Vince hasn't signed Joey Ryan based on that alone.
Well, first of all, it's PG product. Secondly,
honestly, I feel like Vince would turn it back to TV-14 just for
push Joey Ryan as the world champion.
He absolutely would. He would.
Honestly, but watch it be that Vince hates Joey Ryan and thinks he's ruining wrestling, and everyone looks at Vince like, "Really, Vince? You of all people are gonna say this?" Like, don't act like this isn't basically like your creation. Like, this would be your son. Like the genetic jackhammer, and then and Dong style. It's basically the same thing.
Honestly, take the appearance of Rick Rude and slap in Goldust mannerisms, and that's Joey Ryan.
Dude, I think
so
basically Vince McMahon is Rick Rude and Goldust.
Well, no, seriously, think about it. Joey Ryan looks a lot like Rick Rude.
He does. Well, but not nearly as ripped.
Not nearly as ripped as Rick. Nearly as ripped as Rick.
He's like, I would say more like Silas Young.
Sure.
I think Silas Young more fits the Rick Rude type.
Right. I'm just saying, like, in the face and with the mustache and everything, he looks like Rick Rude with the moveset and just overall mannerisms of like early '90s Goldust.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, he's not the best incarnation of Goldust since we have Velveteen Dream.
Right.
He's like basically Goldust and I don't know. What would you say Velveteen Dream would be? And Shelton Benjamin?
Stop.
I don't know. He's fuck it. He's just Velveteen Dream at this point. I don't fucking care. We can't compare him to anyone because, like, I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, eccentric gimmicks and androgynous gimmicks have always been a thing in wrestling.
Oh yeah,
Velveteen Dream is his own thing.
Yes, I mean he's just made it better than literally everyone else's. He's. In fact, I'm only comparing him to Goldust. I'll compare him to Gorgeous George. Fuck it. That's how successful I see him being.
Granted, the biggest difference is gay people were not accepting Gorgeous George's time.
No. Oh yeah, that's why he was a heel, and they probably wanted to. They probably wanted to like cause riots with him.
Which you got to imagine, like.
Dude, imagine if Velveteen Dream wrestled at that time. How hated he would be.
Dude, imagine, there was probably a shit ton of homophobia during that time.
Oh, well, obviously, not even a hint. It was blatant, and along with him being black. So yeah, that would be like heat magnet. Like even go to the '70s with that gimmick. Even the '70s would be crazy. He would probably be a babyface in the '80s. It depends.
Well, I mean, up to the 1960s, because that was the whole thing with Stonewall.
Right.
I mean, gay rights weren't really accepted. So the 80s, maybe.
Yeah.
Because
the thing with Goldust, he was more overt with it.
Right.
Right. Like I think the most overtly like homoerotic we've seen Velveteen Dream was with Aleister Black, maybe.
I mean, he's definitely been very. I mean, he's always been. I mean, Patrick Clark plays the eroticism very well.
He's not as much as like with Goldust. It was like being erotic towards someone. With Velveteen, it's basically being erotic towards himself. Like,
right. Actually, in a lot of ways, the biggest difference between the two of them is like how the tones at which they play. Because Dust is very blatant and very over the top, while Dream actually does a pretty good job of being subtle with it.
Oh no, that's what makes him. I think that's the kind of big thing that makes him like more of a main eventer, as where Goldust. I think maybe 1996, maybe like I think he was like upper mid card, but like he was never. I don't think they ever considered him being world champion. I don't think they ever did.
Right.
Like I see champion, yes, but no. There's Velveteen Dream, like he's just chilling in there. It was What's up?
Now you can transition to TLC pay-per-view prediction.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to just start with the least important? Get that shit out of the way.
Sure.
Yes.
Actually, not even least important. Let's get the Ronda Rousey Nia Jax bullshit out of the way. Ronda Rousey wins.
Yep.
Get that bitch out of the title picture. Done. Finish. Fuck Nia Jax.
Well, thoughts on a feud so far?
Sucked.
Garbage.
Sucked. Horrible promos. Nia Jax can never cut a promo. She can't wrestle. She screams like a goddamn banshee.
Wait, hold. How in the fuck are you related to the most charismatic, greatest influential wrestlers in the world in the form of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? But you can't cut a promo, you can't wrestle, you can't sell merch, you can't boost viewership, you can't do shit except injure.
People complain about Roman Reigns' promos and how he's related to The Rock, but no. He could at least get a message across. He at least has like some kind of presence to him. And besides, Roman Reigns over the years, like he actually became a good promo. So
Roman Reigns actually improved on the mic skills. Nia Jax has been here for 4 years and still shit.
And she's not getting better. She's just getting worse.
She can't. Even with the Becky.
Nia Jax is the literal personification of a dumpster fire. Like she is a dumpster on fire.
I even think it was going to get worse than Eva Marie, but Nia Jax topped Eva Marie.
She's a flaming toilet that's like clogged up. That's
just shit and piss and like flames.
Vomit.
She is so bad that even with the bacon
bloody tampons in there.
Yeah, it's just a bad time. It's a bad time.
Let me name all the people she injured throughout the whole, 2 or 3 years.
God, we gotta go through this again.
Yes, I do.
I feel like the list gets bigger every time we do
it. It does.
Because we're actually getting updates on certain things. Like Ember Moon, we didn't even know about till her husband said something about it.
Yeah, Ember Moon, Zelina Vega, Evolution with the concussion. Alexa Bliss with the shoulder injury and possible concussions.
Bailey with the shoulder tear.
Yeah, Bailey with the shoulder injury and a scratch on her neck. Um, Britt Baker on her main roster debut. Nia Jackson's main roster debut. She already injured someone.
First match.
Her first match, and it was a bloody nose.
Pimp.
I'm I'm I'm
Um,
I'm, I'm sorry. I was playing Dragon Ball Legends and I heard a white horse and it was called Nia Jax and I had to come in and roast the fatness.
Yes, that fat bitch.
See, the problem is, Jarver, she said white horse. White horse is a good thing. She is not a white horse.
White horse, black horse, either way, it's fat.
Fat horse.
Gigantic fat horse, yes.
Exactly.
A jackass. We're not even going home. We're going donkey.
Because he was fucking with all these games.
A fat donkey.
But he wasn't actually a game
So-
maker. He was just doing that for class.
So what are we doing? Are we making what are we doing? Are we doing the predictions?
We're doing a prediction. We're just getting Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. Bullshit over.
Simple. Ronda Rousey wins in about 2.5 minutes.
Yes. I mean,
And Nia Jax gets relegated. And Nia Jax gets relegated to catering, where she belongs.
Where she, well, I mean, give her her own catering booth because, you know, like, other people need to eat too.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely get her out of here. Just her fucking promos have been horrible. She screams like a banshee, it's literally echoing in my ears still. And I really just, I'd rather listen to Pretentious theme song on a loop for about 2 hours and listen to Nia Jax scream. That was just painful. I mean, her promos alone are painful, but then she has to scream. So now she's trying to be Charlotte. Imagine Nia Jax trying to do a Charlotte promo. Oh,
She's just painful.
she's painful. Literally and figuratively to the wrestlers and us. She injures our brain. I feel like I'm confessed every time I listen to her promo and watch her wrestle. It's sad. Hopefully she won't be wrestling for long because Ronda, I'm going to stand you for one show. Please don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Again, Piper Niven is what Ronda should be.
What Nia should be, yes. But she won't be because guess what? The Rock! So she has The Rock, so she doesn't, I think she still feels like she doesn't have to try. She can injure everyone and it won't matter because she gets that push. Although if she does injure Ronda Rousey, it's over.
It's over.
So, do you guys want to move on?
Oh yeah, we'll move on from Nia. Get the fuck out of here. Want to get the second dumpster fire out of the way? It's Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman.
Well, is Braun even going to make it to TLC, or is it?
Is he going to show up, or is it going to be A, Bray Wyatt, or B?
Well, here's the thing, like, the stipulation is if Braun wins, he gets the Universal title shot against Brock at Royal Rumble. So if he's out, that means that goes away.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, they've just given Braun so many title shots and have him lose so many times. I don't even think I want to see it again.
Either way, he's gonna get screwed out of that.
Yeah, it's pathetic. I think either way, Corbin. I mean, we know Corbin's not winning because, I mean, unless if they literally want Raw to die, do not make him permanent Raw general manager. That's not happening. They know better. I think. Hopefully.
Also,
That's exactly why I think Corbin is winning.
Oh
Because
no!
they don't know better.
So he's gonna be permanent general manager until he retires.
I mean, you say he's winning, but yet we got Kurt Angle's showing up the next night and Vince showing up too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
No. Here's the thing: Corbin's gonna win, but Vince is gonna come out and just be sick of Corbin. Shit's like, nah, I don't care if you want to.
So the whole concept of it will be pointless.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. So nothing will get accomplished.
So basically, you
Classic,
further bitch out Braun in the process.
Yeah, let's not bitch out Braun to Brock again. I do not want to see Braun ever eat into Brock ever again.
No, not the Braun, the Baron. Baron wins.
Well, yes. Yeah, well, Baron wins, and then I was going to say we don't have to bitch Braun out because then we don't have to have him lose to Brock again. Corbin can find a dirty, cheap way to beat Braun.
Still, the fact that he beats Braun is going to be upsetting.
Yeah,
Very upsetting.
and yes, and of course, the elephant in the room, the big bald red underwear wearing elephant in the room. It might happen. If it does, I will just facepalm so hard. But I will be happy because if Lars Sullivan does interfere, that means he'll be on Raw the beat.
See, I'm honestly thinking now that Lars might play a factor in the WWE title match.
God damn it, no. They want to kill SmackDown too.
Yes, of course, because it's not Raw.
That'd be worse than Jinder. That really
exactly why they would do it.
At least Jinder had India. At least Jinder had India.
On
Not
to
really.
the next match before
Not
I get
really,
annoyed.
but still. At least there was some kind of reasoning behind it. There's no reasoning for Lars to be anywhere near that title scene right now.
Speaking of Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox versus R-Truth and Carmella, they're the Mismatch Challenge Finals. Whoever wins gets the 30 spots in their respective one.
So either way,
Truth or Carmella, because this whole mixed match challenge has basically been worthless.
this has been the last year's was at least somewhat interesting, and some people watched it. This one, but these finals. Yeah.
Injury. They don't want AJ to take the pin. Injury. Someone gets sick. Injury.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, they don't want Charlotte to eat the pin. Wait, did Charlotte eat the pin?
Wait, did she eat the pin?
But they had Asuka eat the pin.
No, I think that was Miz.
Oh, okay.
No, it was Asuka.
Yeah, because I think we saw it. Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, no.
It was Asuka.
And they're building, and the best part, they're building her up for a TLC women's title match, and they're having her eat the pin to the dance break girl. That's a great way to build it up.
I will say this. It's kind of refreshing to see no over push talent in this. Because if it's Asuka, she's in the 30 spot, then you automatically think Asuka's gonna win the Rumble.
That's the whole point of it being 30, where it's you think they might have an actual chance of winning the Rumble.
Either that or you have number 30 be a surprise, like
Trish from last year. But now
Roman.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of here.
Oh gosh.
We didn't like it, but hey, it was a surprise.
We did, exactly. But with this, it takes the threat of number 30 completely out because we know Carmella's not winning, and we know R-Truth's not winning.
Well, his thing, it was stupid for them to book people that's already going to be on the show in the tournament in the first place, knowing that they're not going to be in the finals.
Right. Yeah. Why would they have the champion? First of all, why is the champion? If you're doing this whole thing where it's the winners get number 30 spot, why do you have champions in there? What if AJ Styles won the tournament or won the Mixed Match Challenge tournament and still had the WWE title? I'm just saying.
Didn't the Mixed Match Challenge used to be about a charity? Or did
about charity? Apparently they don't want to do that anymore.
This one is you get the 30 spots and you go on a vacation.
And it ends up being pointless because it's either Jinder and Alicia or R-Truth and Carmella, four people that we know are not winning their respective Rumbles.
Yeah, you don't know. They could probably have Jinder win the Rumble.
Jinder might have the biggest chance of the four, but I think so.
See, I'm going with my boy R-Truth to win the Rumble.
I would love that. I mean, it'd be hilarious. I mean, come on, Daniel Bryan versus R-Truth. Let's go.
Yes. It's gonna be the whole Roman Reigns Randy Orton situation all over again. Watch.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Just watch.
Let's be honest. They're probably still trying to get The Rock to do it.
Oh yeah. Who's gonna win the match? I'm gonna say Truth and Carmella.
Watch that actually happens. Jinder Mahal, he's about to come out, and then he's doesn't actually show up, and it's actually The Rock.
I would.
That would make as much sense as anything else they do. So whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock again, but wouldn't be a point.
Have him get eliminated immediately. You're okay. Thanks, Rock. Here's your paycheck for $1 million. But yeah, I'm gonna say. Truth and Carmella wins, and we get a dance break to end. That'll be the best part. Maybe it'll be the main event of the pre-show. We can end the pre-show off on a dance break. Yeah.
You say it'll be on the pre-show, but watch it be on the main card.
Well, in that case, they can suck a dick. No, we're not watching that match.
Um,
Anyways, you want to get to Asia? I think Asia. This is your least favorite match because of one person involved: Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio.
Why are we
I
pushing him
righteously don't care about this match.
in a chairs match?
After the Jeff Hardy feud, I stopped caring about Randy Orton.
A chairs match.
The
This is Rey
worst, the worst type of match in WWE history that's not a Vince Russo idea.
This is Rey Mysterio's first real feud since coming back to the company, and you have him feud with Randy Orton.
Like, to me, it's down, as far as worst gimmick matches ever, it's down between this and the Inferno match. At least with the Inferno match, people, like, tend to get excited for those matches.
Why are we rehashing a feud from 2006 in which Randy Orton told Rey Mysterio that Eddie Guerrero was in hell?
Because WWE's
Why?
writers are unoriginal.
Why? You could have had Ray feud with Andrade.
They had, they had him wrestle, and they had Ray beat him.
Or set up a feud with Shinsuke for the U.S. title.
And Rey Mysterio beat him on his debut match. They had Rey Mysterio beat all the talent that we wanted to see the dream matches, but once it was Randy Orton, they had Randy Orton beat him. So that's the payoff. Randy Orton beats Rey Mysterio again.
Yep.
So this whole thing was pointless. Like, don't put over new talent. Don't put over Andrade. Don't finally give Andrade some momentum, which he desperately needs right now. I'm telling you, Andrade desperately right now. Momentum. What is he doing right now?
For what? What's this one for Randy Orton going to do? Is he going to go for the WWE title in a few months?
Probably going to face AJ Styles at WrestleMania, which is what you predicted.
Yep, I predicted that.
That's the rumor.
Because again, like AJ said, it's one of our favorites. He's going after everyone's favorites. And I mean, AJ definitely fits that category. Watch him go after Becky. If he really wants to go after the favorites.
He can't because of the Mattel deal.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah,
that match gonna frustrate me. But on to the first. Second.
Oh wait. We predict Orton's gonna win.
Yes, Orton's gonna win.
Yeah.
And then take off with Mysterio's mask, and then that'd be the last we see. The second of the 2 out of 3 women's matches: Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match.
Ruby Riott.
I'm saying Natty.
Natty.
I'm saying Natty.
Oh, I'm thinking Ruby.
I'm gonna say Ruby, although I can definitely see Natty winning because Jim Neidhart's dead and we're celebrating him.
But then again, it is the Hart family, so then again, I'm gonna go with the Ruby.
Yeah, they do like screwing over the Harts, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they go this far though. Actually, no, I'm gonna still stick with Ruby because they need to build up Ruby, and I'm just stubborn.
So yeah, Ruby Riott for the win.
Yeah.
Going Ruby. Yeah.
I'm saying Natty because look at the feel good moment she did it for her father.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. Do you ever see it's the Hart family? They like poking fun at the dead, especially.
They like poking fun at the dead. They like poking fun at the Montreal Screwjob, and Vince, like you said, Vince carries that feud just with him forever. It never has escaped him. I'm surprised we haven't seen him a Montreal Screwjob light incident in a while, because seems like every year at some point there'll be at least one Screwjob, usually involving Natty.
Yeah, you're right. Vince does have an immense hard-on for screwing over the Hart family.
And wasn't the last Screwjob was Natty versus Charlotte?
Yep.
That shit.
That existing alone is a Screwjob.
Why do you think Brett never came back? Brett's I literally have no time for this shit.
He's I don't want to be with Natty. My favorite wrestler is Nikki Bella.
But yeah, Ruby Riott wins.
Yeah,
Fuck it. I'm changing it to Ruby. Fuck it.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet.
Elias versus Bobby Lashley with the guitar suspended above the ladder. You got to grab it, but that really doesn't matter because you got to win by pinfall or submission.
Bobby wins and Leo Rush gets the guitar down.
Okay, so it's basically so it's a less cool version of a Singapore cane match.
Exactly.
Yes.
Kind of like a
And
Judy Bagwell on a pole match, basically.
I'm gonna read this quote that Elias tweeted like yesterday. He said, "Well, first it was Bobby Lashley. He's saying, you guys want a spoiler for TLC? 3 days from now, you'll hear a guitar strum from Elias, my music, and a couple of slams. And the referee count 1, 2, 3. Get used to it, boys and girls. The Almighty is taking the next step to become the Universal Champion you can be proud of." And he shows a gif of his butt. Then Elias quoted saying,
I
"It's
hate
11."
that so much. Stop showing your butt cheeks, man.
Why in that context too?
Stop
I guess
showing
I,
off your glutes.
I guess he's saying kiss his ass.
Oh, kisses. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why are you having a serious tweet about you being a Universal Champion? They're showing off your butt.
Look, man, I'm just tired of seeing a bald black man showing off his glutes.
Then Elias tweeted the following: "It's a ladder match and it ends when I smash your dumb ass with a guitar. I spent the better part of 2018 making you relevant and giving you every opportunity to have a personality. You managed to fail at both."
Jesus.
I mean,
Elias-
Elias isn't wrong. He's not wrong.
At TLC, I put you behind me in the center space in 2019.
Damn. I think I'll go with Elias on this one. But as far as the actual match goes, I think Lashley's gonna win. Actually.
Yes, Elias.
Yep. Yeah, I'm saying Lashley because Leo Russ is going to play a role in it.
Yeah, I'm saying Lashley too.
I literally don't care enough about this match to actually make a prediction.
I haven't watched a single part of this feud, so I'm just going by who I think would win.
Okay, you know what? My prediction: God comes back via spotlight and wins.
It's gonna happen at some point, Brandon. We just have to wait for the right moment.
Well,
Sorry, go ahead, Asia.
I'll let the go transition to the next match. If Finn Balor cannot get cleared in time due to his illness, does God show up and face Drew?
I'm thinking that's when Bray comes back.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I was saying with the Corbin match, but actually that would make a lot of sense.
Okay.
That would be a great match too. So why not? I'm down.
Sure. That'd be cool.
I wish Sammy got healed quicker, so where we could say it'd be Sammy, but
He's recovering from double shoulder surgery. That is going to take a while.
yeah, we still gotta wait a while. So
That's probably gonna take next year's SummerSlam.
yeah, summer. Yeah, August. Damn. Okay.
Dude,
Okay.
KO and Zayn, they cannot catch a break.
They really can't.
No, they can't, dude. Ridiculous. But yeah, that would actually be great. And if it does become Drew versus Bray, that's a tough one because honestly, I would still probably say
Screwy finish. Screwy finish.
Okay, yeah, screwy finish. There you
No,
go.
I think Bray will win clean because they want to start Bray off strong.
I was thinking that too, but I was thinking they want to keep Drew strong as well because we're getting near Rumble time.
Especially with rumors them saying Bray's gonna have a character change of some sort, and then he delete majority of his Twitter posts and all that shit. So
He deleted everything except one tweet.
Yeah.
New one, yeah.
Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose with no stipulation, but for the IC title.
Dean Ambrose wins the title.
Ambrose.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought this was a ladder match.
Nope.
What the fuck?
The ladder match is one between Bobby and Elias because it's you get the
fuck?
Because you get the guitar down from the ladder.
Straight singles match.
What the? You give the ladder match? What? Oh.
Seth Rollins retains.
So dumb, I know.
Well, then I'm going with Rollins then. Fucking Raw.
Seth Rollins retains.
What kind of high range bullshit?
You give one of the biggest feuds, even though it's been kind of lackluster with Ambrose as of late, but still a match people care about and a match that you know is going to be amazing, and a primary fixture of the TLC show, a regular singles match. They're going to have a ladder match to Bobby and Elias. What the hell is Bobby Lashley going to do in a ladder match? I'm sorry.
Does Bobby Lashley even climb a ladder? No, wait, no, he wasn't a Money in the Bank ladder.
The Money in the Bank, yeah.
Lashley's gonna do 450s and shit.
Oh yeah,
it'll be great.
Yeah, totally. He's athletic. He's athletic as shit, but I don't know if he can do that.
triple threat tag team match for the SmackDown tag team titles. The Bar versus the New Day versus the Usos. The Bar with
Bar.
the Bar that retains.
I'm saying Usos.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm thinking Usos.
and then the Usos versus the Bar, like for the tag titles, like at the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, because I mean, yeah.
Possibly.
Okay.
Now if the Bar wins, yeah, we could probably still get
Now,
the Usos.
Now here was a big thing. Like mainly I picked the Usos to win because for some reason I thought that maybe, just maybe, by Rumble time they would have called up TM61 and we were gonna get that feud. Oh, how wrong was I?
Ooh, we were so wrong.
I was so wrong. WWE just showed up and pulled the AJ Styles and just kicked me in the nuts. It's like, yeah, son, that's not happening.
They shut that shit down quick.
That shit got shut all the way down.
Damn, dude, like, kidding me. I mean, Shane Thorne singles run. I was saying hopefully 205 Live. I think that'd be a good fit for Shane Thorne.
But now one of my favorite tag teams is has been split up.
Well, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, but I'm still saying the Usos winning, and maybe they'll feud with the Bar. Maybe they decide to bring Sandy out of the freaking catering area.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe, but it won't happen. Cruiserweight Championship match: Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander.
Buddy
Murphy.
You gotta keep that title on Buffy. Buddy, Jesus Christ, not Buffy, not the Vampire Slayer. You gotta keep that title on Buddy until either Rumble or Mania. I'm thinking Mania.
And then
I'm thoroughly predicting that Mustafa takes the bet out Buddy at
The only
Mania.
way they do it is if Cedric somehow turns heel, and we get Cedric as a heel versus Mustafa at Mania. We get like the WrestleMania rematch. But then they can probably do that at Rumble.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, as long as Mustafa wins that Cruiserweight title at Mania, that's all that matters.
Yes. Especially his performance at.
Yeah.
SmackDown.
After his match against Bryan, like they made it clear, Mustafa is the face of 205 Live. Not Cedric. No, Mustafa is the man.
And definitely not Hideo. Oops, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't not disrespect Hideo.
I just said it.
No.
Look, Hideo will get back in the thick of things eventually.
Exactly.
I don't know when, but it'll happen.
Eventually.
So can I just say, outside of these 1 or 2 matches, TLC is looking like ass.
It's a 1 or 2 match.
On the Raw side, on the SmackDown side, TLC looks good.
Yeah, because we haven't gotten to the good matches yet. We're going from like worst to best.
Oh yeah, that's right. Totally forgot. Yeah, the brand split thing isn't really a thing anymore. Yeah.
It's like a co-branded pay-per-view thing. They've been doing that since like what, SummerSlam?
I mean, we just talked.
SmackDown out here doing things right.
I mean, we just talked about the SmackDown Tag Team title match, so.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is SmackDown titles.
Yeah.
And
And we're about to talk about, I think, the WWE title match.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
Well, here's one thing: The Miz is not on this show. He may play a part.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you don't have the Miz on the show, what are you doing?
Nah. See, here's the thing. I'm thinking to have Miz do like this. Like they'll have Miz show up like halfway through the show and do another like impromptu tag thing with Shane.
Oh, I forgot.
That's what I'm thinking they're doing. Because I'm thinking they're gonna go. They've just dropped the whole Miz Daniel thing. They're going full steam ahead with Miz versus Shane.
Yeah, because that's
Mania. Okay, so then, Daniel Bryan retains.
Yep.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan retains no matter what.
But can I say how the Raw Women's title match and the WWE title match both do not have stipulations? Like, especially for Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles, right? Daniel Bryan, he won by, what did he do? Kick AJ Styles in the balls, right? So shouldn't the stipulation
Shinsuke Nakamura is crying his eyes out.
Shouldn't the stipulation be if Daniel Bryan kicks AJ Styles in the balls, he loses the WWE title? Shouldn't that be the stipulation?
Like if he gets DQ'd and he loses the belt?
Yes.
I'm thinking most likely they're not doing stipulations because they're kind of scared of Bryan getting hurt again.
Right. Yeah,
they're trying to be real cautious with Daniel because
putting Bryan in a ladder match. Yeah.
But
putting Bryan in any type of like ladder.
I'm not saying a ladder match. I'm saying this like a special stipulation saying
Oh,
if
like
Daniel Bryan like kicks AJ in the balls, he loses the title. Like add
like
something.
basically a match where like there's no champion's advantage.
Exactly, like something. Like add a little experts to the match to make it more special.
yeah, there you go.
That's all I'm saying.
Make Daniel Bryan's actions like held accountable. You know,
And
like
then for Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax, after what she did to Becky, like like add something to that match because it's just weak.
if Nia Jax doesn't punch Ronda in the face as a work or even a shoot, it's not gonna like. 'Cause that's the only thing Nia Jax ever got over for was punching
That's
in the
nothing
face.
to like nothing.
That's the only thing she got over for was punching Becky in the face. So why would you not have that
To,
punch be like a work shoot kind of move
to,
in her moveset?
I mean, she wasn't like she came out twice on Raw 2 weeks ago and got no reaction.
Twice. Cricket.
No. Then she came out this week on Raw and got no
No
reaction. By the
No
way, Bliss
one
got.
cares.
By the way, Bliss got no reaction too.
No one got any reaction except for Seth. Let's be real. 'Cause that crowd didn't give a shit about Raw.
It was.
Because especially since
By the
the
way,
first.
but-
Well, here's the reason why no one gave a shit about anyone on the show because the first segment of the show was talking about how Raw sucked.
By the way, that crowd was in Nia's home. That was Nia's hometown.
Yeah.
And she got no reaction.
Yup. Weren't they? I mean, well, weren't they?
That was the same crowd that was at Survivor Series
Yeah,
in which
like,
she got all that heel heat.
Yeah, like so her hometown means nothing. Hometown, she doesn't have hometown advantage. She doesn't have a hometown.
She got heel heat on Survivor Series day, all that heel heat, and even after she won. So in 3 weeks' time, her it's like it's dead.
Oh, guys! After TLC preview predictions, I have a
Oh yes,
fucking rant.
We're gonna
Wait, what is it?
I think there's two.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
I know what it is.
Wait, what is it? Wait.
It's a non wrestling related thing. I can tell you that.
Oh,
Is it the thing that me and you talked about?
Yep. Yep.
No, wait, I have a rant too,
Okay.
and it's also non-wrestling related.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that shit.
So
Y'all basically taking care of the things that got under my skin, so go ahead.
So then we get to the main event. Oh, well, we're not.
Disclaimer. So here's a disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. If you came for non-wrestling related content, trust us, you'll get it.
Right. Which we usually deliver, but we're getting the wrestling stuff out of the way. Main event time.
Main event time. Triple threat. TLC ladder match between 3 women on the SmackDown roster that we did not think this match was ever going to happen. The Man versus the Empress versus Bootleg Becky.
I'm gonna say this, and this will probably be the only time I ever say this. Please don't have Becky win. Have Charlotte win, please.
Okay, let me lay out all the options for each possible winner. Becky Lynch. The good is Becky. She continues with SmackDown reign. She possibly feuds with Asuka at Mania. The bad is she more likely going to face Ronda not at Mania but at Royal Rumble. Asuka, she finally wins the SmackDown Women's title. She gets the feud with Charlotte at Mania. She possibly going to face Ronda at Royal Rumble. The bad is I don't think even her winning the title now is going to help her because she still needs some rebuilding. Like the 3 weeks she's been doing has been good, but still, she
just started finally getting back on the train tracks there.
Yeah, don't rush her to like the title. Like keep rebuilding her back up. And
save it for Mania.
Charlotte, well, we all hate her. We hate her booking. We hate how she's already a 7-time women's champion.
We're going to talk about her match with Asuka, by the way, on SmackDown.
I mean, yes, we need to talk about that. She's a 7-time women's champion. How she's genetically superior. All this fucking bullshit. But Charlotte winning does many things. Number 1, she's champion, therefore she cannot compete in the Rumble match, the Women's Royal Rumble. So that takes her out, and that takes her out winning. Number 2, she faces Ronda at the Rumble, champion versus champion. You get that feud out the way. And Ronda beats her clean. Number 3, Charlotte versus Asuka at Mania.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, at this point, we need to
The
build.
bad is
We need to build
you
a
just
Charlotte Asuka Mania, and
the bad is you go through another Charlotte title reign.
especially as a heel.
Yeah, oh yes, that's the thing. I'm saying Charlotte wins because she is 3-0 in championship triple threat matches. WrestleMania
However,
32,
she is 0
cla-
2 at Fatal 4 Ways.
well, this is a triple threat, not a fatal four
I
way.
know. I was just mentioning a stat.
WrestleMania 32, Clash of Champions 2017, but SummerSlam 2018. All those matches she won.
So yeah, this is a match where it's like it only benefits every party to have Charlotte win because it moves Becky to Ronda for WrestleMania.
Hmm.
It opens her up to win the Rumble. For Asuka, it
And
tells her story as she hasn't beaten Charlotte, so she
and
can finally get a shot at Charlotte, and it benefits Charlotte because, well, I don't know.
and
Hear
here's
me.
another thing. This is not like a pinfall submission match. You just grab the title. So even then, Becky still has something like
Yeah,
you never pinned.
they
You
protect
never.
Becky and they protect Asuka.
You know, like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, Oscar won't eat the pin. Like, Becky could be like, you never pinned me to win my title.
Exactly. It benefits everyone, and besides, if Charlotte is a heel, she can brag about it, even though she never really pinned or submitted anyone.
Exactly.
It's the perfect thing to do. I mean, what a way to end the show with Charlotte as champion, but still.
I mean, she has not won a stipulation match this year. Charlotte hasn't. Not Money in the Bank. Not well, she wasn't in the Women's Royal Rumble. The only thing she did was like break Oscar's streak. So I mean,
But that wasn't a that wasn't a stipulation.
but it was like, yeah, that's the only thing she really did. So Charlotte wins.
Charlotte needs to win, so it benefits everyone, and we could get an Asuka can avenge her loss at WrestleMania.
Exactly.
It benefits everyone involved, and yeah, and the Charlotte stands can have their moment.
So yeah, that's TLC,
Okay.
and I actually looking forward to this card.
It's
Well, time out.
What? What?
you know.
I never gave my prediction on this match.
Oh yeah.
Let's say it.
Okay. For some reason, I don't know why, but y'all are convinced that Charlotte is going to win and go out the Ronda at Mania. I see. Here's the problem with that.
Wait,
I'm thinking Becky's going to win, and this is why.
You mean you said Charlotte's gonna win and Becky's gonna go after Ronda? Yeah. Okay.
This is why. Ever since Survivor Series, who has not been able to shut the fuck up about Charlotte? Ronda Rousey. Every time
Yes.
Ronda Rousey has come out, Ronda Rousey has said, "Now, after I'm done with Nia Jax, I'm coming after Charlotte."
Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking. Ronda Rousey plays a part in Charlotte losing. Charlotte's about to grab the title. Ronda pushes her off the ladder. That gives Charlotte even more reason to go after Ronda. And Ronda's already got plenty of reasons to go after Charlotte because Ronda's never forgotten what happened in Survivor Series. Ronda's never been able to shut up about it.
Even though she smiled about it on the next night on Raw.
Or
Yeah.
this happens, you have Ronda Nia happen, and Charlotte tries to cause Ronda the match, but Ronda still wins.
Now, I don't think. Now, here's the thing. I don't think Charlotte would cost her because I think Charlotte would see the bigger picture of it. Because hey, if I got you so pissed off too once you challenge me, my name is still in your mouth. I can use this to my advantage. If I can't take the bet off Becky, I know I can take the bet off you. Because I'm already in your head. I already got permanent residence in your head after Survivor Series.
Well, I don't even think it was really going to be like someone's going to. I at least expect like at least like a backstage segment.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably, but I'm still saying like Charlotte and Ronda is happening at the Rumble regardless.
Yeah.
But Charlotte's not going in as SmackDown Women's Champion. Like I'm thinking this. Ronda beats Nia. The next night on Raw, Ronda comes out. She does her usual stick, but then she's like, Charlotte Flair, I haven't forgotten what you did to me at Survivor Series. I want your ass at Royal Rumble. Charlotte comes out. She plays it off. She's like, I'm not going to Raw. I'm not facing Ronda Rousey. I want to get my Women's Championship back. And then Ronda's like, okay then. You're not going to accept my challenge? I'll make you accept my challenge. Ronda invades SmackDown, beats the shit out of Charlotte, puts her in the armbar. That gives Charlotte a reason to go after Ronda. Either way, it's happening at Royal Rumble, but Charlotte's just not walking in with the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, basically I'm saying it's happening, but Charlotte's not winning at TLC.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So it could still happen while
Yeah, but
Charlotte's not champion. So as long
Yeah.
as Ronda beats Charlotte clean.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, the whole premise of that feud would be Ronda has not forgotten or has been able to able to forget and has not shut up about Charlotte beating her up at Survivor Series.
So
Because that was in
Yeah.
California. That was in her hometown. She got embarrassed in her hometown by Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, well, right.
So you know she's not going to live that down. She does not like to get embarrassed in any sort of fashion. So yeah, she's gonna push this issue.
And so, does that mean Becky would then face Asuka at the Rumble, and then Asuka finally gets the title there?
I'm not 100% sure. That could go either way, but I do think that's going to happen. That's happening at Royal Rumble.
Okay. Because Becky, she could still drop the title at the Rumble and still get into the Rumble match.
Yeah, like if she drops it at Rumble, I would expect her to get it back at Fastlane. Wait, which comes first, Fastlane or Elimination Chamber?
I think
Chamber.
Pretty sure it's Chamber.
Okay, then that's what it happened then. Becky will win an Elimination Chamber match, and then she'll get to face Asuka at Fastlane. And then after that, when she gets the belt back, then she challenges Ronda. And that's how we get Ronda versus Becky at Mania.
Okay.
Will it be the main event? I don't know. Because hey, you know how if you WWE with the main event.
Well, here's the thing. I do think this match is going to main event the show. Like the TLC match.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just talking about Mania in general.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's Ronda Rousey. You would think Ronda Rousey, regardless who she's going to face, is going to main event.
I just saw the Bobby Lashley cheat. It was a GIF. Oh, God, he's spanking it. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
That's just... No.
Wait, what's going on? Ring of Honor final bet. That's happening.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is happening. God, please do not let Jay Lethal drop the belt to Cody.
Let's see.
Ring of Honor. Woo! Indies.
Madison Rain has been eliminated. Wait. It's a fatal 4-way.
Brandon, you just said Indies. Bianca Belair is going to come for your head now. Don't come for me.
I mean...
Indies, vanilla midgets. Yes.
450 shooting stars and no psychology. Whoa!
Speaking of 450s and no psychology, why the fuck are the Young Bucks in the tag team title match at Wrestle Kingdom?
Okay.
They have psychology. They just don't use it.
Okay, I love how that's the example you use.
I mean, it's.
But seriously, why the fuck are they in a tag title match? They weren't in tag league at all. These motherfuckers took a vacation after the damn LA show.
They weren't in tag league. They're not even heavyweights.
They're heavyweights. They're heavyweights.
Well, I mean, now because they just got inserted in there. But still, why? It's out of nowhere.
Well, because why not? It's the Young
Bucks. Why not? Okay, great reason.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Young Bucks. Dude, they just fucked over Evil and Sonata.
There's other tag teams that, like, again, tag league had.
Because here's the thing. I think, in a way, the Young Bucks treat New Japan like it's PWG, in that there's no real overlapping stories. It's just wrestling for the sake of wrestling.
But when you build a story, you gotta finish it, not to say, "Oh well, let's bring in the Young Bucks."
According to the Bucks, no, you don't.
Oh my god!
Fuck the story. Fuck the character development. Let's just go with the fucking 450 flips and the pile drivers and the.
You know how Nostalgia Critic had like big lipped alligator moment? Is this like big lipped Young Bucks moment? Where they just say fuck the story and they're just like, let's just bring in the Young Bucks. There you go. This makes no sense whatsoever.
I'm just saying. I'm very upset about this.
It's down to Kelly Klein and Sumi Sakai for the women's title.
Oh God! Sumi Sakai, please win.
Yeah, Karen Q just got eliminated.
Mother of God, Sumi Sakai, please win.
Please don't. No.
We do not need the woman who married PJ Whitmer to be running the Ring of Honor Women's Division.
We don't need the second worst Kelly in wrestling to win. This can't happen. Cannot happen. The only Kelly I stand. Well, there's two of them. Killer Kelly and Priscilla Kelly. Those are the only two Kellys I stand. Maybe there's other ones I'm forgetting about. And no, I don't stand Kevin Kelly. Fuck him. I don't even know why I said that. Fuck Kevin Kelly. Lame ass. But yeah, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, the match is going to end up being great. And I mean, I know you'll still be angry about Jarvis, but you'll be like, God damn, that was a great match. But what the fuck?
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I'm going to enjoy the match. I just saw no logic in what the Young Bucks got put in.
Oh, don't try to look for it. There is no logic.
Because the Young Bucks treat New Japan like it's PWG.
But the only logical thing I can see is the Young Bucks never got their rematch.
They're not even going to use that reason. They're just going to be like, hey, it's the Young Bucks. Elite. And just, yeah, that's about it. That's all they care about. Get those
I swear to God, if the Young Bucks win the tag team titles by pinning Evil or Sonata, I swear I'm going to be very, very upset.
Damn, Sumi kicked out of the K Powerbomb? Jesus.
Good! She does not need... She needs to win!
Kick out of everything until you win. No.
Hey.
Yeah, it's over. Kelly Klein won the Ring of Women of Honor.
That's it. The women's division of Ring of Honor is officially dead. It's dead. It's dead.
Oh, one of our new followers, Taylor Hendricks, just said, I would love to work with Becky Lynch.
One of y'all new followers. She hasn't followed me.
Well, didn't you get on her about the Jay Lethal shit?
Yup.
Okay, well, that's my Well, I don't think we did as much. Maybe on the podcast we did, but I know you were like,
yeah, but I made the mistake of doing it on Twitter.
I mean,
what? No way. Someone's saying she pinned all 3 of her opponents to win.
Of course she did.
Eliminated. Like she eliminated each one.
Oh God!
She eliminated.
They're gonna be sick.
Madison, Karen Q, then Sumi. Fuck off.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Fuck off.
the fans do not look happy.
I wouldn't be happy either.
I mean, there's some streamers in there, but I see like a few people just with their thumbs down, like,
dude, I'm calling it, man. Cody's gonna win the Ring of Honor title. Watch. Cody's winning.
Cody Rhodes and Kelly Klein on top of Ring of Honor. Yeah,
Well, let me go back and recap the results of the show.
This is wrestling.
Cody's fucking winning. Fuck this.
It's boring wrestling, Brandon.
Jesus.
Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor.
New Japan Light. New Japan Light with that.
Dude, Cliff, don't disrespect New Japan like that.
That's why I said light. Very, very.
No, that's still disrespectful to New Japan.
You're not even wrong. Well, I always say that because they depend on New Japan to even have any good matches.
Yeah, and they do that, and they fuck over their own talent as the process.
Oh my god! How do you have such a great working relationship with New Japan and still end up sucking? Like, unreal.
Because Delirious ain't shit.
Even TNA did not ruin Lucha Underground like ROH is ruining New Japan. Like that's what's really sad. Like TNA did Lucha Underground more justice than ROH is doing New Japan.
She did a clean fucking sweep.
Unreal.
She really did a clean sweep. Oh Lord, this bitch done pulled a Golden State on Cleveland.
I want Jackie's thoughts on this because
where's Jackie? We need Jackie's thoughts on this.
Well, let me go talk to her in Discord.
I'd also like to know what the appeal is to Kelly Klein.
There is no appeal.
Even Jackie don't get it.
I mean, if you're into her, good for you. That's fine, no problem. I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler. It's just I don't get it, man.
Oh, I'm saying she's a bad wrestler. I'm saying it. I'll say it.
I'll say she's boring.
Nope, she's a bad wrestler.
No, I guess it's bad. Yeah, you're right.
Unless she's like some Will Ospreay, like fucking technician hybrid, like she's on some like that kind of bullshit. I don't fuck with her.
But even Jackie says she's boring. That's how you know it's bad.
Exactly.
I don't think Kelly Klein can do a 630, Brandon. I'm pretty sure she can.
You had Who all was in this match? You had Suri Sakai, you had Madison Rain, who just signed, and then
You
you
have
had
Karen
Karen
Q,
Q.
who was in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, and who did really well, by the way. Well, I mean, her performance was really good. I thought. And honestly, her match with Xia Li was better than anything I've seen Kelly Klein do, in my opinion.
Yeah, and they had all three of them get jobbed out to the woman who married B.J. Whitmer.
Oh my God, Becky Lynch has an I Am the Man weightlifting belt. That's
Sweet.
beautiful. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Yeah. So actually, let's get a final verdict on the Vince McMahon thing. If you had to say, is he going to be there to fire Corbin and bring in Kurt Angle, or is it for the XFL?
Or is it Lars?
Oh God! Imagine Vince. Is Vince McMahon going to make Lars Sullivan the new chosen one?
No.
Nah.
Nah. He will be the next world champion, Lars Sullivan.
I swear to Almighty God, if that happens, I swear I am done with Raw completely.
Well,
Raw can suck on my left butt cheek.
I mean, it didn't work out well for Drew when it first happened. So, I mean, maybe
that's because he was married to a drunk.
True. I mean, well, who knows what Lars is doing? I mean, knowing the stories for him, but you know, hey.
Let's be real. The only reason why Drew's pushed ended so badly in his first run was because Terry Terrell was a sloppy ass drunk who beat him up in the hotel room.
Yeah, because like Drew was always. I mean, he wasn't as good as he is now. He was so good even back then. Like he had good matches with. I think they had one match with Kofi Kingston. I remember being really good. I think even a match with Cody. Like, yeah, Drew. Like even when he first came in, was super good. I mean, he's much better now. Now he's amazing. But yeah, he would have went a lot further. But you know, things happen, and I don't know. For a weird reason, I'm going to say it's the XFL. I think it's.
I'm thinking it's to fire. I'm honestly thinking it's to fire Corbin.
I think Vince McMahon has given up on wrestling.
I think it's two things. He's gonna fire Corbin, bring back Kurt Angle, and then do the Lars Sullivan thing.
Oh, both.
Ooh. Oh dear.
We're taking away one bald guy for another boring bald guy. Here it comes. Great.
And not only just a boring bald guy, a boring bald guy who's racist.
My kind of guy.
Zack Sabre Jr. just made his Ring of Honor debut.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard about that match. That match is going to be so good. Him and Jonathan Gresham.
Oh yeah, that'll be good.
Okay, I'm cool. I'm cool with ZSJ, but dude, why are you in Ring of Honor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't.
But basically, I think this is just a one-off because Jonathan Gresham was talking about how he was the best technical wrestler in the world, and then Zack Sabre Jr. was like, "Oh, you say you're the best technical wrestler in the world? So you must not have met me. My name is Zack Sabre motherfucking Jr. Nice to meet you."
Okay, I kind of call bullshit on both of those claims because
Zack Gibson
Thatcher beat both of them.
I was gonna say Zack Gibson exists.
Hey, but look, Timothy Thatcher ain't going to Ring of Honor. Timothy Thatcher takes one look at Ring of Honor. He's like, man, fuck that. I'll see you in progress. Son.
Again, I love ZSJ, but he's not even the best technical wrestler whose name is Zack. Just saying.
Man, fuck Zack Gibson.
Fuck you. No. You will not disrespect Liverpool's number one.
So
I will disrespect Liverpool's number one.
He will become the next UK.
What is that ball? Look, I hate to say this. I like Zack Gibson, but that man looks like a pedophile. Let's just get that out the way. Let's just get that out the way. He looks like the type of dude you do not want to bring around your kids.
Yeah, he looks like wanted poster, like on anyone's wanted poster, like around the neighborhood. Watch out for this man. He's dangerous.
So, you can just see him pulling up in the vans like, "Hey kid, do you want to have a conversation with Liverpool's number one?"
I love how he doesn't offer them candy. I think that should be his go-to.
Can I give you wrestling pointers? Wink, wink.
Why are you in a white? Why are you in a white van? Oh, it's the wrestling school's van.
See, on the side I wrote Liverpool's number one wrestling school. It's our wrestling school's van. Would you like to come here and I'll give you some pointers? I'll give you some tips. But yeah. Don't.
Okay,
This
this podcast just evolved into complete and total anarchy.
I mean, I'm surprised it took this long. So,
Asia, we're gonna need you to get us back on track.
Okay.
as usual, as per usual.
Let's get back to Mustafa Ali and Daniel Bryan.
That happened. Do you guys? I mean, how can we describe what our reactions were when we saw this on Twitter? When we saw the announcement that Daniel Bryan was facing
Jarvis was like, Asia, look. And I go click the link, and then it's like, oh my fucking god.
like out of nowhere.
That's why, because Asia didn't even know it. Like, I was like, hey, Asia, do you know, you love Mustafa Ali, right? Well, how about look at this? Look at this I'm about to send you.
Because
Bam!
Russell Votes on Twitter was like, you're gonna have a first ever, like some sort of first ever match happening. It's like, okay, what could this be?
They did not disappoint.
And I was like,
speechless. You're just like, I mean, after you changed about 3 pairs of pants, then you finally looked at it and you're like,
I was just so happy. I was just so happy for Mustafa because
he deserved this so much.
He really did.
Not to mention, this breaks the trend of the cruiserweights not doing anything outside of their division.
I mean,
ever since the cruiserweight division came in and they were on Raw, ever since they nixed that idea.
Hasn't it been like 1 full year with the cruiserweight division, or 2 years?
Yeah, because remember, I mean, I won't mention him, but they were on Raw at one point.
I mean, you have Leo Rush doing amazing things on Raw, and you have Lucha House Party, and now Mustafa Ali wrestling with Daniel Bryan. It's like,
I mean, it feels like it's been less. It feels like it's been less than 2 years because it's only been like a year or so since Triple H took over.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's been a year.
But yeah, like this whole thing with Mustafa really does help break the trend of the cruiserweights not doing anything outside of their division.
And then honestly, Mustafa really didn't do anything until Triple H took over 205 Live. It really does feel like Triple H picked out Mustafa as like his chosen one. Like
let's get into it. Like they opened the show with Daniel Bryan. He's cutting his promo. And then you have Mustafa, who's he has a mic. He gets a reaction. He's about to say what he wants to say. Daniel Bryan, he puts him over despite being a heel. And then they have an amazing match.
Yeah, they didn't just put him out in the ring and just have him job in 10 minutes. They gave him mic time.
He did a Spanish fly.
Yeah.
From the top rope.
They had a competitive match. They had like stuff after the match. Like they centered the first 30.
Daniel Bryan attacked the match of the match. And
they centered the first 30 minutes of the show around Mustafa Ali and Daniel Bryan. Like so they really put their back behind it. Mustafa was already a star, but now he's set. This guy is set.
Set for life.
He really is, dude.
Everyone was putting him over. Like,
I mean, yeah, backstage, like we just saw the pictures of all the 205 guys. I mean, you can see Buddy Murphy was not smiling. He was probably in the back of his mind being like, "That should have been fucking me."
No, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't have. But still,
it's just like, look, man, you got such on the pay-per-view. You'll be alright.
You'll be fine. Man. You're the champ. You can live with that. Let him have this thing. Sorry, he's more over than you. Sorry. And I love Buddy Murphy, but he is.
So yeah, like there's no reason why he should not be cruiserweight champion in the next 6 months.
We didn't even talk about the match. The match was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, like the transitions. Like Bryan did a little bit of high flying. He did like his little like Mustafa ran him into the turnbuckle. He did like the run up the turnbuckle and do a backflip, and then Mustafa did the DDT from the middle turnbuckle. Like. Some of the everything in this match, it was perfect. And that was the first time they faced. It was just I want to see it again. First of all, please give it to me again.
I'm fully expecting the Cruiserweights to be on SmackDown next year for when SmackDown goes to Fox.
Which is October 4th, 2019, by the way.
It is amazing as this, and also I did propose the idea of doing Undertaker Jeff Hardy, where Dan Bryan beats him down. And, like they almost did it, but without the comeback.
Would you say that this match was sort of a reminiscent of John Cena Kurt Angle?
Yeah,
like John Cena debut.
Yeah.
Yep.
It really was. Like, yeah, that's an even more apt comparison. Yeah, because Cena also got mic time. Like he got a little bit of mic time after like him saying ruthless aggression and then slapping him, and then they had the match. Yeah, like it basically is. I hope Mustafa Ali has the future that Cena had.
Which, speaking of that, I will say this: Mustafa Ali definitely had better gear than Cena did at that time.
Shit,
You're not even wrong.
Don't even. Oh, still finding himself. They didn't even come in. He didn't even come in as a prototype. He just came in as some guy. Man, how much would have been cool if Cena did come in debuting as the prototype, kind of the 50% man, 50% machine, 100%. What was it? I don't remember. I think it was 100% greatness or
Something like that.
Yeah. It was beautiful, but also like just he suffered. The only thing I would have done, and maybe this is me being selfish for a certain talent who hasn't gotten a fair shake or has not gotten many wins, I would have maybe proposed having a champion versus champion, like having Daniel Bryan versus Buddy Murphy, and then bringing in Mustafa for one night, having him face Andrade, and because at this point Andrade needs something. Andrade needs something,
but they will give him nothing.
I mean,
champion versus champion. This is just Mustafa. Say Buddy Murphy for some other time. This is Mustafa. Shut the fuck up with that Buddy Murphy shit.
Okay, well, I was just bringing up so Andrade can face Mustafa, and that match would be amazing.
Okay, so here's the confusion. WWE for the longest time has been obsessed with trying to make a star for the Hispanic audience. We know this. Yet they have Andrade amazing in the ring, yet they're not doing anything.
And even when he doesn't speak English, is a compelling promo.
So where's the logic? You want to create a star for a specific audience. You have said star.
I'll give them this. It's better than when they just would not put him on the roster at all. At least they're giving him matches with like big stars.
Well, here's another thing. You have not Shinsuke, Rey Mysterio back, and you would think they're having a feud with Andrade. But no, you gotta.
They had one match, and Rey Mysterio won, and that was it.
That was it. But then
we get a feud out of this. Like we had so much material for a feud. Andrade is the opposite of Rey Mysterio. He did not he once took pride in his mask, but he ripped the mask off and he's like, "I'm done being El Sombra. I'm Andrade."
And I'm sorry, I love Rusev, but you can have Andrade feud with Shinsuke for the belt.
Exactly.
Or at least do a triple threat.
Thank you. No. Like Andrade, like when they gave the match against AJ Styles and they had Andrade lose, that was fine, no problem there. Like you got, like it's the WWE champion. I don't want to see the WWE champion lose clean to like Andrade. I'm so love Andrade. But with Rey Mysterio, and I know you want to give Rey Mysterio wins. He's a huge star, all that shit. But you had him beat Shinsuke Nakamura for one thing. You could have given this to Andrade, not to Randy Orton, not to the same fucking guy who's been there, yes, for about 16 years. Yes, he's consistent. Yeah, he's always there, but still, he's already a star. Why even bother? Why even bother?
Because he's racist.
Because he's a Trump supporter? Is it that bad, Vince?
I would also say WWE, and to some extent, is insecure about the talent they have, and that they don't think that relying on these new guys is going to be a long-term investment.
They're even worrying that they're going to get. It's the Brock. I think it's because of Brock Lesnar. Even though now they trust him for some reason, But yeah, like they put all of their energy into this guy who was only there for about 4 or 5 months and immediately won the title. And they made him like the face of the company, and then he left in 2004 because he's like, "Fuck this, I don't want to travel." Ever since then, you can sense that they don't want to really put all their eggs into one basket. You get it every once in a while. You get it with Cena, you get it with Roman, but
they put all their eggs in Roman Reigns, and
I said you sometimes get it with some talent, but it's usually only one guy.
no. I'm just saying they put all their eggs into Roman Reigns, and now Roman has leukemia and is probably gonna be out for the
And
foreseeable future.
why WWE's biggest problem has always been trying to make one face of a company. You need to have more than just one person to revolve a company around.
And it's also one of the things. I feel like WWE as a company knows a lot of their fans, a lot of like their hardcore fans probably have their nostalgia goggles on. So it's a matter of, hey, you liked this in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era. Let's just give you more of that.
And speaking of the Attitude Era, it's back then. Even though we can say, okay, Austin was a good star. When Austin was out, you had a backup. They made multiple stars. You had Austin, and then you had The Rock. You had Triple H. You had Undertaker. You had Kane. You had guys that were made just in case someone like Austin has to get neck surgery for about a year. That's when they were like, okay, Rock, you have the ball now. That's why they're having the problem with Roman being out. When Roman Reigns was out, there was no one else to be in that default position. At least not on Raw. It could have been Braun.
Exactly, but now that Roman's out, instead of giving it to someone else, they give it to Corbin.
A general manager. A very underwhelming mid-card wrestler who basically flopped, and they made general manager. And they're making him the focal point of the show. For some reason. Even though he's been proven to be dropping ratings.
Because again, like I said, I think it's a combination of cold feet and nostalgia.
I mean, even in the Ruthless Aggression, even in like 2006, that's when we want to complain about how they just built up Cena. You still had Edge, you had Batista, you had Randy Orton, you had other guys they were building. I mean, you have other guys, but like they're not putting their eggs all in the basket because for some kind of insecurity.
40 years of slavery.
But yeah, like I don't know. Hopefully, hopefully they finally get something for Andrade because yeah, they really do care. They really do put their eggs in like certain demographics, like getting a certain talent from a certain demographic over. That's why Jinder became a huge star. Well, not a huge star, but they tried to make him a huge star, even though it didn't really work out well for them. That's why with Rey Mysterio, but you have it with Andrade. The only thing I can think is that he does speak decent English. Not like it's not like he can cut a great promo in English, but he speaks decent English. If he's learning.
Slap me, I rub my goddamn arm. Well, swap me on.
I'm not trying to just mic down. Anyways, is there anything else you guys want to get into?
Wrestling related? No.
Brandon, is it time?
Oh boy, I have been fucking waiting for this.
All right. Honestly, I'm gonna turn my mic down. This is all you.
Okay, ladies and gentle freaks, or other freaks, whatever you designate yourself by. It's been well documented on here that I am both a supporter and a part of the LGBT community. I am bi. I am bi. I am down with the rainbows. I do as the kids say, I taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah. So I taste the rainbow, as the kids say. So, I'm hanging on Twitter, and then I see this post by Gayla Trotter. In Asia, I know for a fact you didn't see this, but here is this lovely little nugget that just infuriated me and made me want to punch a fucking wall and drop kick a baby.
And here's the thing, how bad this is, Brandon. You rarely get mad. I've rarely seen
Oh,
you mad.
I was. Oh, dude. The second I saw that, I was.
This was an
Yes.
exception. This is how bad this was.
You guys know me. I am
Is
not. You guys know me. The difference between me and
wait,
Asia.
what?
Asia is a
Is
very.
is
You're.
conservative the new gay?
Yep, I saw that.
You know.
Oh, here's the thing, Brandon. You just happened to see the tweet. I dove in deeper. I read the article.
And I just read it too. Yeah, it's
But
it's it's a shit page. It's a shit.
I don't
page.
think I felt like I didn't even need to read it because I mean you already lost once you with that title you're already done. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna read it now. Well,
Can we
not out
not?
loud. You can go. I'm no, not out loud. I'm gonna read it to myself. You can go on.
Like, again, like the difference between me and Asia is a very like combustible person. She angers easily. I do not. That's the biggest. That
to be a conservative means to be forced to choose when to speak and when to remain silent, since offending someone on the left, even mildly or by accident, is a social battle you may not be able to win. To be a conservative means carefully regulating your speech and what in the bullshit?
And in what way does this have any correlation of being gay? What
because
You
correlation
cannot,
does this have?
you cannot, you cannot equate your politics to
Where
someone's
does not compute?
sexuality.
Does not compute. I don't see the connection here.
you guys know me. Like Asia, you know, like the biggest difference between you and I is like you tend to anger easily. I don't. I like to consider myself a very patient person. But
No,
this
because I've been patient way too long, and then I have to hear bullshit left and right.
right. But yeah,
Stop doing my face. What is your face? Do Jade's face.
but yeah, this whole thing really pissed me off because okay, because ladies and gentlemen, let me say this: when in the last 10 to 15 years, hell, 20, 30 years, whatever, has a conservative person been beaten to death, been shot, been disowned by their family, had an entire disease epidemic revolve around them.
Have they ever been like singled out to the point where like if you're considered a conservative, you can't even like you're seen as like wrong or just like come on now, like are conservatives being like shamed by like dude, like, come on, man. But the conservatives are the ones that are still like the conservatives are in the fucking office right now.
I don't, but I do.
I mean, conservatives are the
We haven't had a gay president.
conservatism is an conservatism is a political stance. It's basically an
It's an opinion.
It's an
Being
opinion.
conservative is an opinion. Being gay is someone's fucking sexuality. That's someone's orientation. That's someone's way of like. They can't fucking help it. Being a conservative is just a formed opinion. People like, and that doesn't even like form until like most people become like in like double digit ages. Like people don't even know like even go into politics until like 12 years old, maybe.
So
we want to kill your ass.
Come on, this is just so many things wrong with this.
I want to, and this is about the Kevin Hart thing, right? Because people don't want to take accountability for their fucking actions, even if it happened years ago. Because even if it happened years ago, you get a clean slate, apparently.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not sorry. This bitch does not deserve a clean fucking slate. She doesn't.
No, I'm sorry, but I am not going to defend Kevin Hart just because these tweets happened years ago and all this shit, right? And it was just jokes, right? Right? No, you said that if your son was gay, that you was not going to claim on some shit like that. All these fucking tweets. And he said he allegedly apologized years ago, but even then, that apology wasn't even an apology.
So
it was another one of those like like backhanded apologies where it's like, I'm sorry that you took it the
Got
wrong
offended.
way.
That you got offended.
I'm sorry. If you say I'm sorry that you've already done it wrong.
I'm just gonna say it. Trotter is just as bad as Laren. Not worse, but just as bad.
Can't get worse than Laren. I don't think you can get worse than Laren.
Just fuck that bitch. Seriously. The second you the second you equate an opinion, something you think, to something that's actually biologically in your fucking DNA, and the second you equate your struggles, quote unquote, of an opinion,
your struggles, yet the fucking president is a goddamn conservative, and you're basically running the fucking country. Struggles, okay.
Yeah.
See, people do not want to take accountability for their actions.
They want to bitch and moan and complain and think that they're the fucking victim.
Don't be fucking problematic. That's all it comes down to. Just apologize.
I mean,
So here's the problem: is if they do that, that means they're admitting that they're pieces of shit, and they never want to admit in public that they're pieces of shit because of perception.
It's fucking ego. It's ego. It's all they're doing it for is for their own like image. They want their image to be cleaned up, but they also don't want to like really leave themselves vulnerable to be like, okay, I'm wrong, I'm terrible. They want to be sorry. They want to like apologize so they can get their little shoe deals or their little fucking deals like Kevin Hart. That's the only reason he apologized, by the way, because what was the company that said they were going to be done with him?
The Academy.
Yeah.
No. The Academy wanted him to apologize, and he said, and that's when he said no. It was some company that he had a stake in.
Exactly. Yeah. Once it came down to Kevin Hart's money.
No, I remember now. It was Netflix. It was Netflix because he's doing I think he's doing like another Netflix special that was going to pay him, and then they hit him up and was like, "Yo, you don't apologize, bro. We got to get you out of here. We got to get you out."
They don't apologize until their money or their pride and ego gets.
And then you had Nick Cannon out here digging up old tweets of white women making the same type of jokes about like the LGBT community, and I get his point.
Like Nick Cannon's point was basically like, yo, if you're gonna be like this towards Kevin Hart, you got to keep the same energy towards these other people.
Yes, but you still at the end of the day got to hold Kevin Hart accountable for what he did.
I mean, are you not
exactly? That's why I didn't 100% agree with what Nick Cannon was doing. Like I understood what his message was, but the way he went about the message wasn't the right way to do it.
The message is good, but the motive behind it is it basically comes off as like leave Kevin Hart alone. Look at these people. It's like no. They all need to be held accountable, including Kevin Hart.
It's one of those things where racism and homophobia, and specifically, I'm coming from the stance of experiencing homophobia, because that's a thing that I have a stake in.
Probably from a lot of conservatives, by the way.
Right? Yeah, a lot of conservatives. As I was talking to Tavares, a lot of right wingers, a lot of Bible.
And again, not every white right winger. I know right wingers that are like really cool people. Again, it's an opinion. Being conservative does not mean being a bad person. Being a liberal does not mean being a good person. It's just an opinion. But some people take their opinions, and it's the reasoning behind their opinions is what pisses me off.
Right. It's one of those things where if there is a person who is homophobic or racist or ableist, it doesn't matter the circumstances they should always 100% of the time be held accountable.
Yes,
everyone should have an equal you do something wrong, you should be held just as accountable as this person here.
It does not matter the time or when it happened. It doesn't matter what. You should be held accountable. But everyone want to make all these fucking excuses for them, and it just pisses me the fuck off.
Especially if you're a celebrity or a person with power. You 100%.
It's double, especially if you're a person with power, because then these awful opinions, these bad things that you say can actually have influence on what the hell's going on.
Because you have a platform.
Exactly. I mean, celebrities too, but like a powerful person, like especially in office. you can make decisions based on these opinions, that's when it you better fucking apologize.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things where Trotter, because she has a TV program or she's a host or whatever on Fox News, I think.
Of course it is.
Of course,
doesn't someone we know have a platform? And they said a few weeks ago that the Usos should hang the New Day by the noose. Just saying. Just saying.
There's rhyming and then there's being stupid. Anyways, go on.
But yeah, she clearly has a platform. Use that platform to do good. Apologize. Hell, maybe even go to a couple of LGBT. You know what? Here's what I want her to do. Apologize, whether on Twitter or on air.
No. That's if she is genuinely sorry. Don't do it just because you're getting backlash. Do it because if you actually feel sorry. If you don't, then just
two things I want her to do. If she is legitimately sorry, apologize, whether on Twitter or on air on Fox. Apologize. 2, go to some LGBT shelters or volunteer at some projects and fucking do some fucking speeches or something about the shit that you did.
They don't want to claim their kid. And
a bigger example I want to bring up, if you want an example on a famous celebrity who was caught doing something terrible and just absolutely downright vicious, look at Michael Vick. Not only did he get caught for animal abuse and he apologized for it and everything, and it's still terrible what he did, he became a full-blown animal advocate. He put his money into so many charities. He did so many he put his everything into making people forgive him and actually doing something good for the community and for animals in general.
If you want to do something for black
he fucking he put his back into it. If you just have a little fucking apology and think everything's gonna be okay just because you said it, no, you need to back it up. Because a lot of the times, Hogan, a lot of these apologies go on deaf ears because we don't believe you. Because at the end of the day, you got caught. But it really means something if you put your money behind it, if you put more than just words that you don't really mean behind it. You can tell when someone doesn't mean shit. First of all, again, how to do an apology. Do not have you or offended anywhere in your apology.
It's not even that. It's I'm sorry if I may have offended you.
May. Oh, that's even worse.
I may have offended you.
But to put you in there as if it's your fault, I'm apologizing for you doing something. No, apologize for what you yourself, the one doing the apology, did. It's you. None of this you bullshit. I am sorry for what I did. And move on. And then actually do something to make up for what you did. Because just an apology is not going to do it. It's a good start, but it's not going to do it.
It's not enough.
It isn't. Especially if it's actual animal abuse. Especially if it's actual animal abuse with Michael Vick. If it gets to that point, let me tell you, when it gets to that point, you need to make up for a lot more than for animals' lives.
Here's another part. People are like, how many times does Kevin Hart has to apologize? As many times as it takes.
You know what? Not even.
I mean, he can apologize at least once.
As many times as it takes.
You know what he can do? You know what he can do? He can mean it. It doesn't sound like he fucking means it because he didn't want to apologize until his money got involved. At that point, it's too late. I'm sorry. We know you don't mean it. You're a fake. You're a phony.
He can use his platform to help put over the LGBTQ community, but he won't do that.
If you refuse to apologize once, just refuse to apologize, period, because we know you don't mean it.
You don't.
And to me, that's the standard Trotter should be held to. Is she should be made to apologize.
But no, everyone
it shows the true colors of Kevin Hart, and it shows what he really cares about. He cares about making money and being successful, and everything else, morally or whatever, doesn't matter to him.
But everyone else is focused on, well, y'all should be coming after the people that brought up his tweets. Like, he didn't put out the tweets on the internet to begin with.
Thank you.
Like, it's on the internet. It was going to come back to bite them in the ass regardless who brought them up.
And it's one of those things. Trotter, she isn't excused from that either, because she'll probably delete those tweets in a while. Again, those tweets were put up 3 days ago, so give it a bit of time.
Screenshot them.
She'll probably delete the tweets, and then she won't bring it up again. It's going to come back around to bite her.
Yeah.
And then what frustrates me the most is that black women are defending him. Ain't this the same man that made black women jokes and diminish them, and still doubled down on it? That they want to defend Kevin Hart.
I mean, they also wanted to defend Donald Glover. I mean, Donald Glover's wasn't as bad, but it was still bad.
It's still bad.
It's still bad.
So, why defend him? He does not give a shit about you.
Because he a funny ass nigga that makes them laugh. The same reason why they defend R. Kelly, because he just happened to be a talented nigga that sings.
Yeah, if anyone still listens to R. Kelly music, you're just a piece of shit.
Oh, there's a bunch of people that still listen to R. Kelly.
Oh, and I mean, well, again, Childish Gambino's not nearly as bad, but yeah, they see a black celebrity that like can sing or can dance or can like do this thing really well, and they see like basically it's like they represent the black community as like, yeah, we can do something like this. They don't want.
It really isn't even if they represent the black community. It's as if they're black. Period. They're gonna support you no matter. We have to support them no matter what.
I'm gonna guess. I mean, I'm not black, but I'm just gonna guess it's that mentality that one of us is successful and one of us is making it big.
No, he's not one of us. He's cooning out here for the white people.
Exactly.
But I mean,
a lot of black people don't see that.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Well, a lot of black people see it as he's one of us because he's black and he's really successful and he's doing all this. We don't want we want to ignore anything that he did. The same thing with Bill Cosby. The same, like that's why people wanted to downplay the Bill Cosby thing or completely deny it in general. Same thing with Michael Jackson as well. Well, I mean, did he? You guys don't think he did it?
Well,
I mean, it came out like
really because it did come out that a whole bunch of those kids actually was told by their parents to lie.
Yeah, they were lying.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah,
because one of the kids that did it actually admitted it when he was adult. He actually admitted it before he killed himself.
So I remember I saw those like stuff that came out like of Michael Jackson's like stuff like I think it was like even child porn that was found, shit like that. I don't remember when it was. It was like I think about a couple of years ago. But if that's the case, then yeah, I mean a lot of people were speculating if he really did it. And I mean, of course, I don't want to believe that he did it. But I mean, if that's the case, then yay.
My thing is, I love how we would defend these guys. But we immediately crucified OJ. We immediately crucified OJ. Like, yeah, OJ did it.
Well, not at the time, because when he was found not guilty, like
no! We always knew OJ did it. We were just happy that he didn't go to jail.
Right.
Let's be real. We all know OJ did it. We were just happy that he didn't get. We were just happy that he beat the case.
Of all the cases where you guys got screwed over, it's like, yeah, it's about time you guys got screwed over.
Exactly. Even though we know that he did it, we still gonna laugh at your face because y'all fucked up.
Like to quote Dave Chappelle, like, it hurts, don't it? It hurts. Ooh, and injustice burns, doesn't it?
So yeah,
just watching the black reaction and the white reaction. The white people was like, "Oh my god, but he did it!" And we was like, "Ha! He did it! And we still got off."
The white people's reactions are amazing.
But yeah, again, you guys know me. I am not someone to get pissed like this.
Oh, I completely understand.
But when someone goes to this level of stupidity and just, I don't even know what to call it. I can't even call it stupidity. It's more than stupidity. This is like willful ignorance and
full retard.
Yeah, never go full retard.
Actually, I have a perfect way to explain this with what she said, with what Trotter is saying. She, in a way, Trotter is using her experience as a gay person. That's the thing too, is that Trotter is gay.
What the fuck?
I don't fucking recognize her. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't recognize her.
Kick her out of the community. Kick her out the community.
But yeah, she's using her experience as a gay woman to equate that to her politics.
So it's a gay woman trying to like justify her, like, I guess maybe some gay people, like maybe gay friends of hers, maybe were like, why are you supporting conservatism, like with their history of, you know, all this shit. And I guess this is her shitty ass conclusion.
It's one of those things where if you know about like, it's one of those things if you know about like, I guess you could say the quote unquote victim mentality or the quote unquote victimhood mentality.
Yeah.
And a lot of conservatives think a lot of people on the left have that mentality, and which a lot of gay people are victims of things like abuse, things like that. So in a way, Trotter is turning that victim. Trotter is using that victim like mentality, in that she's twisting it instead of fitting her sexuality. She's trying to make it fit her politics.
Yep.
Yeah. Is it me or is chat not working? Wait, is chat working for you guys?
Oh, I'm not in it. I'm in the car while I'm playing Dragon Ball Legends.
Because every once in a while it says no connection, but either that or y'all just didn't show up. And I even showed the thing like from San Andreas. If you guys don't show up, CJ's gonna come down and beat your ass. But,
yeah, Gayla Trotter is probably one of the dumbest women on the fucking planet.
And yeah, you officially do not claim her. She can go to old Congress dick. No women for her. No, you're not welcome in the LGBT community.
Honestly, if she wants to fucking scissor Tommy Lahren, she can.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And now I just have that image in my head. Ew. Oh god. Oh, it hurts.
It burns.
See, that's what you get. See, that's why I always say, just don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. Come on, man. Don't go full retard, or else don't go stupid, or else you'll go full retard. Once you do that,
okay. Don't be stupid. Stupid is one of the best sayings Philip DeFranco ever created.
I know, right?
It really
that it's between that one and the shirt he made that says "My mom says I'm advertiser friendly."
Knowing damn well he's not advertiser friendly.
Yeah,
which is not his fault.
You've seen that shirt, right? The shirt that says "My mom says I'm advertiser friendly."
Dude, I ordered it. What are you talking about?
That shirt's hilarious. He also had a "Boys Will Be Boys," but not that one. That one's fucking hilarious. I died when I read that.
Oh, and after this, we'll definitely talk about NXT.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about NXT.
Yeah,
NXT was real good.
It was really good. I finally got to sing it. I mean, we're gonna talk about that main event. Jesus Christ! But
I was actually busy getting caught up on NXT UK.
And also
David B. Dalton Castle. What the fuck?
What is ROH doing? What is ROH?
Hilarious! What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, I swear to God, if Jonathan Gresham beats CSJ.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Jonathan Gresham beating CSJ because Jonathan Gresham is good.
I mean, yeah, he is, but like, just it seems like every decision right now is just going wrong.
Oh no, CSJ won.
Oh, CSJ won. Okay. I mean, I like Jonathan Gresham too. I mean, he's definitely gonna be something else. In fact, I remember seeing him about a year ago. I'm like, dude, this guy's gonna be something in the future. But like, for now, like, I mean, especially if that's gonna be the only match CSJ has in ROH, do not have him lose. That's all I'm saying. But Yeah, Jesus Christ. And now, I mean, with all this going on, we just have to think Cody's winning the title.
I swear, man. I was saying that is.
Oh, Daniels versus Marty Scurll's next.
Oh
and,
Lord, please don't have Marty pull the L to Daniels.
we're
I respect Daniels and all, but come on now.
No, we're gonna have the Confederate win.
Oh, I got mad respect for Daniels, but come on, son, don't do Marty like that.
Don't forget what I showed you. That uniform he wore. Just saying.
I'm just gonna put this into perspective. The owner's name is Delirious. Delirious is his name.
He really. Oh,
I mean, yeah, we shouldn't really be surprised, should we? It's like, oh no shit, my name's Delirious. What do you expect? You expect a good show out of me?
Delirious.
You expect me to do something logical?
No, you ask him, and he's just like, and you're just like,
and then you just smack the shit out of him and say, English, bitch!
You're not living your gimmick, idiot. God damn it. That's what. If you're asking him a question where it's like he's gonna give a bullshit answer, he's just gonna start doing that, being like, God damn it. Like, well, I guess we can't get through him today. I guess we're really doing this. That's what he's done. But let's talk about a good show. Let's not talk about this dumpster fire that is ROH and its company in general. Let's talk about NXT. Actually, you doing NXT first and then NXT UK, or you want to do NXT UK first and then NXT?
Whichever.
Yeah, we'll do NXT first because honestly, I didn't watch NXT UK yet, so I'll just let Brandon have it. Did you watch NXT UK, Jervis?
No, I've pretty much gone on an NXT UK hiatus, and it's not for any real reason. It's just that I'm usually asleep when it happens.
Too busy. Too much wrestling, dude.
Yeah, and I just usually be asleep while it's on.
I thought you were gonna be smart and because Zach Gibson's on my TV and fuck him.
No.
Okay.
No real beef with Zach Gibson.
I know. Or you're gonna be afraid that like any kids in your neighborhood are gonna get taken from this man. And,
at this point, all the kids in my neighborhood are pieces of shit. They deserve to be taken.
Oh well, I mean they deserve to be killed, but I don't think they deserve to be raped by Zach Gibson.
Okay,
no.
real quick.
It'll be raped by Zach Gibson. I don't give a fuck about him.
Well, damn.
Fuck him.
Okay.
Okay. Real quick about the ROH owner. Delirious, adjective. In an acutely disturbed state of mind resulting from illness or intoxication and characterized by restlessness, illusions, and incoherence of thought and speech.
Give this man a company.
Jesus Christ. Harry Silken, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, Asia. Oh no.
What?
Asia reminded us there's the video of Ronda Rousey after she lost to Amanda Nunes saying God hates me.
I bet he does, as he should.
I mean,
existed.
Yeah, exactly.
Ronda, no, God does not hate you. You just have a Okay.
God hates you. Yes, it has nothing to do with their shitty stand-up game.
No, Ronda, sweetheart, God does not hate you. Your coach hates you because he gave you shitty striking. And I just can't. I can't. This level of stupid. Ronda Rousey literally is literally a snowflake. Oh.
Like, I mean, well, to be fair, I mean George Carlin did bring up the point where like a lot of Christian athletes will always bring up God when they win and never mention him when he loses. But hey, I mean, finally we got someone who mentioned them when they lost. I didn't think that would ever happen.
Dude,
this made my head hurt.
Honestly, if I ever decide to compete in the Special Olympics again, which yes, I did do that for a bit in high school.
Shit.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, I won bronze. I won silver. My last time I competed.
That's fucking awesome, man. Congrats.
I mean, it's the Special Olympics, so.
Okay, it's fucking Olympics, dude.
If they have me give a speech, I'm just gonna be like, I want to thank Satan.
Yes. Satan helped me. Satan helped me through this run.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan! Selling my soul was worth it. It got me this bronze and silver medal.
See, Agent, now I was with you until you said that. Here's the problem, Agent. My tax bracket will never decline. I have Keith Lee on Team 1%. He is my insurance policy.
No. When Becky says, when Becky doesn't claim me, I'm gonna say, I don't even know. I'm just gonna kill myself at that point. But then afterwards, I'll say God hates me.
You're just gonna kill yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, first I'll cry, and then I'll cry. I'll eat a Twinkie, and then I'll kill myself.
You're gonna make it all. You're gonna, you should make it all dramatic and shit. Like, you should come in. You have like a really scraggly beard. You've been crying your eyes out. You're like, Becky,
my eyes are bloodshot.
Did you look what you did to me?
Here's the thing. Ronda Rousey said she thought that God hated her. If God hated you, you would have never been undefeated. Like, if God really hated you, Ronda Rousey, you would have been winless. If God really hated you, he would have had a lot of bad things happen to you before your fight.
If God hated you, he wouldn't given you a mother that trained you from fucking childhood. But yeah, you want to bitch about her childhood. Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. If Ronda wants to talk biblical, I mean, look at it this way. God didn't hate you. Well, God didn't hate you because he lost. God didn't hate you.
Yeah, exactly.
God was testing you.
Yes! And then again, if God hated you, you wouldn't have won the Raw Women's title.
If God hated you, you probably wouldn't even be alive, dummy!
Good point.
Ronda Rousey, if God really hated you, he would have had a Maggie Nunes hit you so hard that you would have knocked your medulla oblongata out the socket and you would have died instantly.
Why would God make something that he hates in the first place? Isn't God supposed to be all perfect, all wise, all being? Why would he make something that he hates?
These fucking entitled ass white girls. Fucks. Oh God, my head hurts. My head actually hurts.
I mean, maybe after that statement, maybe now God hates her. And now whatever she gets, and now what she gets coming to her, it's from God. Now she can complain. But at this point, you deserve it because you blamed God on something he had nothing to do with. God's like, well, I don't appreciate that shit. I'm gonna make your life miserable now. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, dude. What is she gonna say when she loses the Raw Women's title?
I don't fucking know.
If she becomes a Satanist because of this, you are not claiming her, Brandon.
No,
She's like, I'm done trusting God. I'm going with Satan. I'm selling my soul. It's like, no, Satan does not want your soul.
Well,
Satan would come down and be like, bitch, I don't want your soul.
Dude, I got Tiger Woods' soul and I got Kevin Hart's soul. I don't need yours.
Well, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. If she actually says, "I pray Satan, I'm a Satanist," I'm gonna just correct her hard. I'm like, A, Satanist or atheist? We don't believe in.
Rhonda, hey, girl, there's no such thing as an actual Satanist.
If she actually does that, I'm correcting her hard. You know what? I'm going to do what the Church of Satan does. What they always do on their Twitters, they will always link people to their FAQ. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just like, hey, Rhonda, read this. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Man,
wow, James.
Oh, God. Ronda Rousey.
James. You see what James
Ronda Rousey just gave me a headache, man.
Yeah, she does.
Like I said, James said TPA greater than 12 and just left a minute later. I mean, that was really good. Dude, must stay.
I mean, he's not going to stay long. John's around, so.
Yeah, because they're doing it. Yeah. But yeah. So after that, let's talk about NXT.
Breaking news: Federal judge in Texas rules Obama's healthcare overhaul unconstitutional.
In what way? How? I like how when they say the judge is unconstitutional, they never explain how. Like, please cite the Constitution.
Because how dare a black man give us good health care?
Cite the Constitution and describe to me where exactly does it take away from this outdated, overrated Constitution? I'm sorry, it's overrated as fuck. Can we go by actual judgment and fucking reasoning, not something that someone wrote years ago when fucking black people were still treated as nothing?
Nope, because racism.
I mean,
So we still have to respect something from back in the good old days, right?
I mean, if you look at the actual fucking document, where the fuck does it mention healthcare?
Nothing. I've read the document a million times. There's nothing about Medicare.
What? Nicki Minaj defends
Oh, I
her
don't want
boyfriend on TSM. Y'all
Don't
can post
care.
these to your blue in the face. No one on God's green earth is perfect. Bitch! Your
He's the
man is a
worst.
sex offender and a murderer!
I mean, for one,
You stupid bitch!
I mean, for one, Nikki, God, in my view, doesn't really exist, so you're wrong. On the other thing, again, as Darvera said, your man's a sex offender and a murderer.
He's a sex offender and a murderer. He's not perfect, just like any other human being. No!
And yet this bitch has kids looking up to her.
You know what my flaws are? I might have lied a few times. I might have, maybe I stole like a soda from somewhere. Not being a sex offender, a murderer, and a rapist.
That's it, man. I think I'm gonna have to catch a flight and go to Nicki Minaj's house and give her the meanest show you can.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so back to NXT and NXT UK before we all die of a brain aneurysm.
Jesus.
I was actually weirdly enough, and I guess you could say no surprise with me. I was actually skipping through the episode, kind of like skipping around through the episodes that didn't feature Rhea.
Okay. Are you talking about NXT UK? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if Ashton Smith was on the show, I'm sure you skipped that.
Oh, fuck
that man.
He's a fucking jobber.
Another.
Wait, who's a jobber now?
Ashton Smith.
Ooh,
He is a
jobber.
For a second, I thought you didn't even remember, and I'm like, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't at first. The only reason I remembered it was because he does a thing with his hand. He's like, whoop.
Yeah, that awful chant. Basically a bargain bin Marty Scroll.
Yeah, I kind of skipped through the episodes that didn't feature Rhea. It was all right.
Is he supposed to be like Party Marty was to Progress when he first?
Guess I don't really know.
What is his point being here?
Again, you know how Lee always brings up wrestling should always be about characters.
Yeah, what's his character? This is one time where I will definitely go with Lee. What? Who are you?
What is he?
I swear, Lee hates Ricochet, my guy. How about you watch Ashton Smith and come back to me?
At least I can. Yeah.
Again, okay. Here's the thing about what Lee's sentiment. I will admit, Ricochet character-wise isn't the greatest.
No,
but
not everyone is going to be an over-the-top. Not everyone is Velveteen Dream.
Right? Yeah, not everyone's Velveteen Dream or Champion.
Right.
But Ashton Smith, good fucking God.
He's not Velveteen Dream. He's not Ricochet. He's not. What is he?
I mean, you want to talk about bland. Like the blandest of the bland.
Dry rye bread.
Again.
Dude, he's the type of bread that Satoshi Kojima wouldn't eat.
Again, that's my thing. Remember, you guys know my thing. If there's a wrestler that's bland, what do I call them?
I completely forgot.
Bread.
I called him bread. Okay.
Yeah, because bread. It's
just bread. It's there.
It's just bread.
Well, no, because bread that gives you can benefit you.
Well,
what can Ashton Smith benefit?
Well, you know what I mean. Bread, it's a lot. It's white. It's just kind of there.
And of course, Ashton Smith is black, so that's
shit. Okay. Well,
there is such a thing as like dark bread. Like there's like black bread.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's there. It's fine, but it's nothing special.
Right. And here's the thing. I'm sure I can see he has some athleticism. He's talented. I'm sure. Again, there's been guys where even Party Marty Scurll. I mean, he's like Marty Scurll. Even when he was Party Marty, was a better wrestler. But I didn't see anything in him until he became the villain. Hopefully, Hopefully, here's what I hope. In a year, Ashton Smith will find himself, and then we'll completely forget about this. But for now, yeah, Ashton, You need to find something else, man. This ain't working.
Actually, and I will say this: that's probably one of the upsides. Isn't he like super young?
He's super young. That's why I'm not like shitting on him right now. And he's not a bad wrestler. He's not a bad. He's like Kelly Klein.
And you just killed me. Oh,
he's boring. He's a decent wrestler, but he's boring, bland, and no one cares. Except, so if he was an ROH, he'd probably be the world champion.
It's one of those things where he's babyface Roderick Strong without the ability.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Roderick Strong, which we all love Roddy.
I love Roddy
because of his personality. But he only shows that personality.
It took PWG when he was in Mount Rushmore.
It's one of those things where babyface Roderick Strong is incredibly bland. He's a great wrestler, but he's incredibly bland.
He's bland when he's babyface. But when he's healed, that's when he gets to show his charisma.
It took Mount Rushmore 2.0 to really get that out of him.
Even before Mount Rushmore, he would always even when he was basically healed, he would still be that jackass that he was before he went into Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I mean he was good, but I guess when he got to Mount Rushmore, that's when he really found his stride.
He turned it up when he got into Mount Rushmore.
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, you're right. Even before,
when he won the PWG championship, he beat up Kyle O'Reilly and said, "Kyle O'Reilly, I'm going to give you to the count of 10, and if you don't accept my rematch, I'm going to break your arm." He was like, 10, 9, 8, 7, fuck it, and just start beating the shit out of Kyle O'Reilly.
I know you say 1, 10, and they just did it.
That also tends to be a theme with Roddy is that he always tends to really show his good heel work when he's in a faction. You ever notice that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely works best when he's in a faction. Dude, just when he turned on Pete Dunne and joined the Undisputed Era, that was the most personality I've seen out of Roderick Strong, and I don't even know how long. He showed more personality there than any time he was in NXT. And that's the thing. He wasn't even that bad as a babyface in NXT because they brought his family in. They kind of gave him a really good story. I remember there was one video package they made about Roderick that
video packages. Yeah, those were really well done.
Those were really they really kind of helped him out if they wanted to keep him babyface.
Only to have him job out to Bobby Roode.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh God, Bobby Roode. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was the time when Bobby Roode was NXT champion. Yeah.
But yeah, back to NXT UK. Moving on from Ashton Smith's.
All right. I mean, did you really talk about Rhea Ripley that much?
Well, I think I was on the next episode after the Smith thing.
Oh, okay. So you want to talk about the next episode?
Yeah, because that had Travis Banks on it. That was actually really, well, Travis Banks wasn't in it much.
Travis Banks is one guy everyone loves him. I just don't get. I mean, he's a good wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. It just hasn't clicked for me. It just never has. That's it. Really, that's my unpopular opinion. I just don't get Travis Banks.
I mean, according to Jarvis, he's great, which I'm sure he is.
I'm sure he is.
He's great as a heel.
Okay.
He's definitely better as a heel than as a face. But even as a heel,
okay, so it's the Roderick Strong thing, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't think he's quite as good. I mean, he's really good in the ring, but I don't think he's quite as good as Roddy because Roddy's like a freaking Iron Man.
I mean, I will admit him dressing as a New Zealand ninja.
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
I mean, he's essentially a fucking ninja.
Okay. I mean, that is great. I
mean, it's not explicit, but come on.
Hey. I'll take it.
But, yeah, I actually, again, it's one of those. Again, when I say I fast forwarded to all the segments except for Rhea's, I'm being legit.
Right. Oh, definitely.
Again, so forgive me if I don't remember much from the UK show, but I was watching for Rhea. Right. Again, I tagged you in a tweet. I said, for me, Rhea is to be what. Again, I think Rhea and Becky, there's a similarity in that, WWE has built their brands around them.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, SmackDown right now is Becky's show. UK, they put the title right on Rhea Ripley. It's her show. And I like that they did that because everyone would have expected, okay, they're going to put the belt on Tony. And it's going to be just like Progress, where it was the Tony Storm show.
it's one of those things where I think people expected, and it's one of the things I think people expected SmackDown to be Daniel Bryan's show, considering the fact he's the champ right now.
Right.
But even now, Becky is still outshining him.
Yeah, and I guess on NXT UK, like Rhea Ripley's outshining Pete Dunne.
Again,
That's because Pete Dunne's barely around.
That too, exactly.
Yeah,
if Pete Dunne was around more, maybe it'd be different. But yeah, Rhea Ripley is like a mainstay on that show.
Like I'm just gonna like when I'm serious. In my opinion, she is the face of that brand.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think once they put, I'm gonna be stubborn about it. Once they put the title on Zach Gibson and make him the top heel that he should be, then he'll be the face of the brand. And once someone takes that title off him, it'll be the best moment ever. But for now, yes, Rhea Ripley for sure. Like she is the face of NXT UK because like she's their because Pete Dunne was already NXT UK champion before NXT UK even became a thing. He was already his own thing. Rhea Ripley was made on NXT UK. Like she was like, I mean, the Mae Young Classic definitely made people like really recognize her and like take notice of her. But the NXT UK is where she's like building her name and building a legacy now.
And it's one of those things where, again, her wrestling style, I think this is also another thing too. I think people gravitate to her style more than what they think they would. Because you take a look at Rhea, you think she'll just be this kind of powerhouse, kind of like what WWE does with a lot of like girls that are really strong and people that are really strong, is that they'll make them a powerhouse. But that's really it. But no, Rhea can get it done there, man. Like her match against Candy Floss,
right?
Which is apparently, I didn't know this. Apparently, according to Nigel McGuinness, and I trust Nigel. That's the UK saying for con candy.
Yeah. I heard about that too.
Okay, I'll
I usually take Nigel McGuinness' word.
Yeah.
He's usually not wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, she faced Candy Floss, and she was doing some really great power moves, but she gets Candy in like a hammerlock, and dude, the way she is working this fucking hammerlock, dude.
Would you say who's a better heel as a wrestler, Rhea Ripley or Shayna Baszler?
Oh, that's tough.
They both kind of have that kind of bully aspect to them. Who plays the better? Actually, I'll make this question: who plays the better bully?
Wow, fuck.
Yeah, put you on the spot there.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. Yeah.
I mean, you can't just say both of them, but that would be kind of boring. So
both these girls.
Both these girls. Yeah, exactly.
I would say Rhea, and specifically the reason why is because Shayna might overall have a better moveset because Rhea strictly is primarily a powerhouse wrestler. Overall, Shayna has a better moveset, but I think personality-wise, Rhea's got it down.
Right. I mean, Shayna has down personality as well, but like Rhea just owns it when she's in there. Like she revels in just being dominant over. I mean, Shayna does too, but yeah, I think Rhea has like the edge. I think Shayna has a better moveset as far as being a bully because when she like works over an arm and just like wrenches on it and just like her moveset is very bully-ish. Like
again, catch wrestling. Catch wrestling is known as the violent art. There is a reason for that.
Yes, it is there to hurt you. And Shayna enjoys hurting people.
It is not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It is not a peaceful martial art. No.
That's honestly who. Actually,
oh, thank God, Marty won.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Okay. Good job, ROH. You made the right decision. Very good.
Cliff, what were you saying?
You didn't let the Confederate win. Okay. Actually, I was going to mention like how would they even work if Rhea and Shayna ever had a match? Honestly, I would probably have Rhea be the babyface because I think Rhea, like, even though she is a powerhouse, she is very athletic and has like her drop kicks. Like, she can actually do some athletic stuff as a babyface, I'm sure.
Not to mention, again, I've always said like Rhea's gimmick of this kind of metal head.
Yeah, that's someone people can relate to. Like, again, like a punk, like
wrestling.
Oh, really? Is Daniel's last match?
Daniel's last? What? Really?
Wow.
Oh.
He's been wrestling forever, but wow. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Well, at least he got a world title run before he retired.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Marty Scurll he got to wrestle.
His last ROH match. Never mind. His last ROH match.
Well, that's still big because he was basically made in ROH. So.
But yeah, and Rhea. There's again with Rhea's gimmick of this kind of metalhead like rocker. Again, their wrestling and that kind of demographic has always gone together. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, just like CM Punk, fucking like those are some many guys, but yeah. Like comic books and wrestling, like they go hand in hand for a lot of people.
you know the kind of person that doesn't quote unquote fit in, the kind of person that wears black, listens to heavy metal.
Outcast, yeah, definitely
Yeah.
fits.
So Rhea would definitely be the babyface in that.
But yeah, do you want to get to NXT real quick? Or is there anything else about NXT UK you wanted to talk about?
There wasn't a lot. Like I said, to me, there wasn't a lot there. I mean, I didn't watch it like episode for episode.
Of course. And Bully Ray beat down Daniels and ruined his moment.
Oh, that's beautiful.
God damn it, Bubba. You can't let anyone have a moment with your
His
fat
gimmick
ass.
is literally that he ruins moments. He ruins good things.
His gimmick literally is he ruins everything.
He ruined Jordan Grace's moment in the All In thing. He ruined All In a lot. He just stuck his nose in All In way too much.
Basically, that's Bully Ray's. That's basically this.
It's like we never want to see Bully Ray, but the time we least want to see him, that's when he's going to show up.
Exactly.
It's like, damn it!
Bully Ray.
Has X-Pac heat turned into Bully Ray heat?
I would say so.
I guess. I think it's more on purpose this time, whereas with X-Pac it was just natural, but yeah. Let's talk about NXT. Because we started off with him, our deity. Should I even say it? Or should we all say it on 3? 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole! Baby! God damn it, Travis. Okay, so yes, Adam Cole.
Well, excuse me for getting into Dragon Ball Legends, you bitches.
Oh, okay. Maybe more. Fair point. Dragon Ball.
Look, man. Look, I pulled the new Broly, and I'm trying to get this man as high as level as I can and beating up bitches online.
Hey, put in that hustle.
Dude, I literally pulled him while I was in the bathroom.
Nice. You just like, excuse me, my shit can wait. Hold on a moment.
Just in there dropping my deuce. Next thing you know, I pulled the new Broly. He's like, huh. Sweet.
And then you look at your floor. It's like, why is there doo doo on my floor?
No, I was sitting on my toilet. Thank you very much.
Which Traverse, after we talk about NXT UK, I wanted to tell you something I just kind of thought of that I think you'll find hilarious.
Okay.
After we talk about NXT.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking that you left your phone like in your room or something like that, and you're on the toilet, and you heard like something go off, and you're like, wait a minute, wait. But no. You're like me. You bring you bring your phone with you. But yeah, NXT. Adam Cole cuts this promo. Great. It's kind of the same promo he usually cuts a lot, but this time it was more like directed towards like going after the championship and everything like that. How they're dominating NXT. How it's going to continue. And then the
EC3.
We are still. Stop. We're still suing him because he will not use the 1% name when it is ours. We own that. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like stop putting shame to the name. But yeah, he came out. I don't remember what he said because I basically tuned out. I don't care. Yeah. How dare you interrupt our deity, our master, our Lord and Savior? You asshole. And you are not getting Joker's tax bracket, asshole. Fuck off.
He's been trying to steal it. Trust me.
Has he been trying to call you?
He's been calling. I kept saying no. He's now resorted to trying to steal it.
Block his number, dude.
That's what I did. That's why now he's trying to steal it.
That's not how you do it, EC3. Come on, no. But yeah, that happened. I kind of watched the episode.
Let him try and come and steal my tax bracket. Then Suzuki goes and put him in the chokehold. I'm not going to say nothing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would love. Yeah, come on, EC3. We would love for you to come over here and take this tax bracket. Suzuki just in the background with his tongue out, like yes. But yeah, I don't remember much else from the show. I just kind of saw like the matches. Mia, want to talk about waifu Joe Rares?
Not really, because that match was god awful.
I mean, because of one person, and it definitely was not Mia Yim.
Yeah, oh man, Reina Gonzalez, sweetheart, you were not ready for NXT.
When the match is so boring, when the match is so boring that Mia Yim is thinking of like funny jokes that her husband told her, and she's smiling throughout the match while doing her finisher. That's when you know it's bad. I swear to God, like she hits the kick and she's just like laughing, and she's like, "All right, let me do the move here. Oh, I love this." Bam! Like I don't know if Randa told her a joke or she was just thinking of going in bed with Keith Lee after the night, which I mean that would put a smile on anyone's face. But yeah, I don't know. That Randa sucks. I mean, people saying she's a new Nia Jax. There will never be a new Nia Jax because there cannot be a talent that's that bad. I refuse to believe it.
I wouldn't say that Reina Gonzalez sucks. She was just not ready for NXT TV.
Oh, definitely not. And that's sad when you're not ready for developmental. So, main event maybe. Just the indies.
I don't know, man.
Just stay in the performance center a little longer. You know, just kind of work in the PC for a bit.
Yeah, Io and Dakota taking on Shayna's cronies next week.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Oh, by the way, Bianca Belair finally has merch. Custom merch. Exactly. You know what? Screw it. Better.
It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing.
It gets Bianca all the money instead of like 20 or 30% of it.
I swear, because you know WWE taking.
Like we made you. Like no,
like bitch. Excuse me, I made myself. Thank you.
Yeah, and so yeah, we got.
I wouldn't even know who I was if it weren't for Mark Henry.
Yes. Yeah, you better get some royalties to Mark Henry, if anything.
That's what WWE telling Bianca that they made it. Next thing you know, Mark Henry said, "I'm sorry, what the fuck y'all just say?" They're like, Mark, I'm sorry, Mark. We didn't mean to offend you, sir. He's like, yeah, you better not offend me, Bianca. I'll put you in the Hall of Pain. It's like, oh God, Mark, please no.
No.
I hate ass kisses.
Yes. Oh, should we just have Mark Henry take care of EC3? Because I'm sure he's in 1% as well, right?
Oh, of course, dude, it's Mark Henry.
I mean, Suzuki can be there, and if he can't show up, then have Mark Henry be backup. Because we need to put some fuckers in the Hall of Pain. We need to do
exactly, that. Especially EC3. How dare he get a victory over Bobby Fish?
God. Y'all hate us! Yeah, that happened. What did this get? Oh yeah, we're getting Shayna versus Io and Dakota versus the MMA Ponies, which they lose. Oh and 1. Should I even
just like Ronda?
Should I? Yes. God hates them. Should I even say his NXT name, or should I just say that Donovan Dijak?
Hell no, we ain't saying that name. His name is Donovan Dijak.
Donovan Dijak debuts next week, and it's going to be awesome. And I like how in the promo thing they literally just have the name Dijakovic right around his name. Just
exactly.
They're really hitting it home. Like, no, this is his name. You will say it. No!
Meanwhile, we're all they're like, say his name! It's like, no!
Velveteen Dream, we will not say his name. You will not do this. Come on now.
Yeah, TO61 face T12. Oh, God.
Oh.
Well, that was the last TO61 match we're going to get.
Thank you. Well, leave the memories alone. This will be the last match TM61 has, unfortunately, as Nick Miller got released.
Fuck! That goes one of our favorite teams!
A day after the fucking taping.
2 weeks before Christmas.
Oh, dude!
Dave Meltzer received word that Nick Miller recently had a child and traveled back home to Australia, and rather than returning to the U.S., he decided to stay home with his family. Miller's daughter was born back in August and lives with his wife in Australia. Okay, all right. I get why he wanted to go back. He wants to be a father.
Okay. So he's like,
hey man, you want to be a family man? Totally cool.
Cool, man.
Yeah, but instead of asking for your release, you could have asked for time off.
Yeah.
Like, damn, man, you kind of went to the extreme.
I mean, maybe he just wants to abandon it completely. I don't know.
I mean, maybe. I mean, the thing is, maybe he could. Maybe if he still wants to wrestle, he could always go to. He could always wrestle on the Indies in Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
I've always said the Australian wrestling scene is
amazing. I mean, when you get Buddy Murphy, Rhea Ripley, like list goes on.
Technically, Tony Storm.
Technically Tony Storm. Well, Tony Storm. I don't think she has. She doesn't even have a hometown. She wrestles everywhere at the same time.
Well, she is from Australia.
She's from Australia. She grew up in was it New Zealand?
Well, okay. She was born in New Zealand, but self-identifies as an Australian.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I knew New Zealand was involved with it, but I guess. Or did she grow?
Buddy Murphy.
I mentioned the first name I mentioned was Buddy Murphy. He was huge on the Australian indie scene, and that's why people were raving about it when he first came in. And look at him now. Look at the man now, NXT champ. Well, no, 205 Live champion.
NXT champ. If only
he should be. He should have been.
If only it hurts.
My thoughts on TM61's run in NXT was it could have been what could have been basically.
What could have been? We saw flashes of it. We saw flashes of greatness. You know?
Yeah, but then right as we were getting that greatness in the feud with the Revival, Shane Thorne went down.
Because they faced each other before and they had great matches.
Yeah, they were gonna. My guess was they were gonna have a feud with the Revival, win the feud, and then go on to beat AOP. But then Shane Thorne got hurt.
I think they also faced. I swear they faced American Alpha at one point too, right? Maybe at some point.
No, I don't think so. No, you're probably thinking of their debut, and that was against DIY.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it was one of those. It was either DIY or American Alpha. So yeah, did they come in right as? Was it right before American Alpha left for the main?
Right as Alpha left.
Right as Alpha left. Okay, that match would have been amazing as well. But and that's a lot in common. They basically have two people that are each team has one person that's the strong suit, and the other one's okay. Although honestly, Nick Miller's a little bit better than Jason Jordan, but still.
Yeah. Asia asked where did it go wrong. Basically, it went wrong when Shane Thorne got hurt.
Yeah. So now it makes sense. Because I was wondering, why did they release the one that didn't get hurt? But now it makes sense. So Nick just wanted to leave, and yeah. Hey, be a family man. Take care of him.
Yeah, man. You want to be a family man? Hey, that's cool, man. Do you, my guy?
You're a better family man than AJ Styles, the fucking neglectful fuck. Anyway,
you didn't.
Even though AJ Styles might actually be a great father, we're just conditioned to think that he isn't because of Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe is always right. I'm sorry.
Miller didn't want to go out for milk and not come back. Basically.
Yeah.
He wanted to go out for milk and come back.
Exactly.
I mean, not wrong.
How many gallons of milk does AJ just have stored away because he forgot to come back?
Fuck.
He's all spoiled and shit. But yeah, you want to get to the main event?
Go right ahead.
Oh, the return. Look, everyone, it's Tyler! The gorgeous one is back. And my God, did I miss him. And I forgot how much I missed him. Because my God, Tyler Breeze is amazing. I mean, I always
forgot how good he was until he came back.
Yeah, we knew he was good, but we forgot how good he was and just why we fell in love with him in NXT. That's because this is what he was meant to do. The gorgeous one is who he is meant to be. I mean, the Fashion Police stuff was good for a while. It got over. They had Tyler Breeze and Fandango have great chemistry, but if you want long-term success, him in NXT as the gorgeous one is just you can't. That's him. That's prime Tyler Breeze. That's what I'm gonna remember him as. And
which I think that also proves the idea that certain talents shouldn't be called up, not because they're not good enough, but just the fact of the kind of gimmick they have.
Yeah, I mean, some people say that certain gimmicks get more over in NXT than they do on the main roster, and that's certainly true. I mean, I couldn't imagine because at one point Bull Dempsey was over, and I couldn't imagine Bull Fit getting anywhere near over on the main roster.
How was Bull Dempsey over anyway?
because he was fat, and then they did a gimmick where he was slow and couldn't run, and then they did a gimmick where he was training and came back, and people got behind it because it's bullfit. And then they did that because every time his theme song would go bull, and every time they said bull, everyone would go shit because they didn't like him. So they were like, how do we fix this? Let's change it to bull fit, even though he's not fit. So we're gonna make that a gimmick, and it was terrible, but it was over for a little
Unfortunately.
bit. Yeah. As much as I love Leva Bates, I don't think Blue Pants would have been. Well, no.
Well, I mean, okay, Leva Bates as a wrestler and as a performer would have been over massively.
Do you think Blue Pants would have been over on the main roster though?
Wait, Asia, what do you mean Ring of Honor is officially on crack? Wait, what did Ring of Honor do?
Well, I mean, they have a guy named Delirious, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they're on something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can explain it. What did they do now? Oh God, they made one right decision, and now everything's gonna go wrong.
Do they have New Jack as the Ring of Honor World Champion? Because I mean,
okay, so after Bully Ray attacked Christopher Daniels, Asia's tapping us in checks. Her family's there.
Okay.
Flip Gordon got involved.
Okay.
Let me guess. Did Bully Ray run the I Quit match between him and Flip Gordon?
Something with a kendo stick. Something with a kendo. I love that.
Yes.
Flip Gordon got involved. Something with a kendo stick happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Brandon's like, I am intrigued.
This sounds like This sounds like the plot to a really bad porno, but okay.
Bully Ray attacked him. Flip Gordon got involved. Something with a kendo stick. He tried to put Flip Gordon's girlfriend through the table.
Okay, now it sounds like a really bad porno.
Sounds like a porno gone wrong.
Exactly.
Sounds like the aftermath of a bad porno. And then Cheeseburger made a save. Now it just sounds like.
Okay, now you lost me. You lost me a Cheeseburger.
What does Cheeseburger have to do? Then Silas Young. Wait, what? Now we got the real man here.
What the fuck?
Oh God, Silas Young in a porno. God, and then Cole Cabana.
So basically the I Quit matches got booked all the way to hell.
So basically, this is just bring them all in.
This is so.
Everybody that has had beef or been associated with Bully Ray, jump in.
Wait, are they all attacking Bully Ray?
This is so.
No, because Silas Young is with Bully Ray.
Oh, that fits well.
This is some Vince Russo type shit.
This is like, you know that scene in the Attitude Era where like just every member of the roster was just beating the shit out of each other and the Raw went off the air?
Yeah.
That's basically what this is. This is everybody just fight.
This is that. This is the ECW thing where all the chairs got thrown in the ring.
A little less dangerous, but yeah. Jesus. I mean, let's not speak too soon. Bully Ray is in there. We might get chairs thrown.
Yeah, true.
I mean, we know Bully Ray doesn't ever put his hands up, anyways. That dude takes chair shots just like awful. Like, god damn it. Well, nothing else. Yeah, you lost me at cheese. Once the Cheeseburger happened, I'm just like, okay, I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh my god.
Wrestling.
Oh, Bully quit! So Bully quit!
Oh god. Okay. So Flip Gordon won, that's good.
Oh, good for Flip Gordon.
Oh my god. But once we get to the main event, that's where everything's going. That's where I'm gonna get worried. But yeah, Ricochet versus Tyler Breeze, amazing, and that was a kendo flag.
Kendo, what the fuck?
Hell, what the fucking hell? I'm gonna type in ROH Final Battle. See what the hell's going on.
Man, what the shit?
Oh my god! Get out of here! That's fucking Sandman. Why? Did they play Enter Sandman or did they not?
They better have played Enter Sandman.
That's the only thing who can say that. The Sandman coming out without Enter Sandman is like it's like going to McDonald's and getting a salad. Like, Jesus, man. Oh, I don't even want to know what's going to happen now. But...
Please tell me New Jack comes in.
Yes. Wait. Well, no, because I don't want anyone to die.
I swear, like we do not need another mass transit incident.
No, we do. Bring New Jack. Just keep him away from everything that's sharp. Okay, and definitely like frisk him just to make sure he has nothing on him. No.
Every time New Jack is around something sharp, someone nearly dies.
The only time I want to see New Jack is when he cuts a promo backstage with Jeremy Brorash, basically threatening to rape him. That's all I want to see.
The only thing that was missing was a flaming table. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Never forget. I'll never forget that promo where it's just to Jeremy Borash, come over here. Let me show you something. Just grabs him by the shoulder. I'm just like, well, Jeremy, it's been nice knowing you. Oh, I mean, are we sure a flaming table isn't going to get involved? Sandman's now here. Oh my god. Watch a flaming table happens now. But yeah, Ricochet versus Tyler Breeze was awesome. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Or you guys want to end it here? Because there's only one viewer here, and it's like 7:35.
I mean, it's up to y'all. If y'all want to end it early.
I mean, Asian,
whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever
Let's do whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go end it here. To all two of you that were here, I guess thank you. This has been I didn't link the video afterwards, so.
Oh yeah, Asian wants us to talk about the whole CM Punk Cole Cabana thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Wow.
So,
Again, CM Punk, you cannot stay away from legal trouble, can you?
I haven't been keeping up with that, and Punk is my dude. What's been going on with him?
Yeah, sued again.
Apparently, he's suing Cole Cabana.
I mean, I know about the legal defamation thing. I know he sued him for that, but like, what was going?
No, Colt sued him again.
Colt sued him. Okay, wow.
Oh wow!
Colt
Yeah.
Oh,
no, CM Punk never sued him.
Oh, Colt is suing him again. Okay.
Again. Because the first lawsuit got dismissed.
Right.
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck is happening?
Can they just go back to being friends again? Please?
Apparently not.
No, Chicago is now having a civil war. It's the war of Chicago.
Chicago's
already... WWE won. They might have lost the war, but they got a piece of it.
They got the last laugh. Vince McMahon always gets the last laugh.
I mean, Chicago's already fucked. Now it's fucked even more.
I mean, the Cubs won. They have to have some kind of travesty happen now.
True.
Yeah. Once the Cubs won, everything got thrown off.
As a somewhat sort of Cubs fan, yeah, I can.
Somewhat sort of.
Well, I don't. Okay. Well, real talk, I don't really care about baseball at all.
Yeah, me neither. Do you just like them because they haven't won in 104 years, and you're just like, I want to see them win?
Well, more so, my family are gigantic Cubs fans. My mom, my grandpa.
Oh, so they just went batshit when the Cubs won the World Series.
Yeah, they went batshit. I just happened to join it, because why not?
You were just walking around with them. They were like just going, "Whoa, watch it!" You're like, "Yeah, yay!"
I'm like, "Yeah, great guys. I'm gonna go get a cigarette."
Oh, no.
I don't smoke. I'm just
okay. Oh, but yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and then like I just said, we are not letting money come between us. Only bitches. Always. Oh, I guess I should make the announcement. If I do, well, since Traverse really wants me to do it, I'm meeting Becky Lynch in 4 days. I'm gonna be at the Cricket Wireless Arena or the Cricket Wireless store, and I will try. I'll try my darndest to get a shout out for the TPA podcast. Because seeing as how we had barely any viewers, I clearly need it.
Hey, Cliff, something I thought you. Hey, Cliff, do you mind if I make a suggestion?
Sure, what's up?
Have Becky shout out the podcast in video form. Like, have her do like a small like video recording. Like, hey,
yeah. I did that with Taya and Twitwell, but never got into a video. I never, yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying have Becky. I'm saying maybe make like I'm saying edit a video of Becky saying, "Hey, this is the WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch, and you're watching the TPA podcast," and we use that as our intro.
Wait, so I don't actually get a shout out, but we edit it, like.
Well, I'm trying to. Okay, Do you watch CM Pulse any? Pulse?
I used to a little bit.
Do you remember when he had the Seth Rollins intro?
No, not at all.
Oh, well he had this intro where he had Seth Rollins saying, my name is Seth. I am the WWE champion, Seth Rollins, and you are watching CM Pulse."
Right.
So I was thinking we do something like that with Becky.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was gonna do. I like so Asia said like the Going in Raw podcast intro. If that's the case, that's what I was thinking of doing.
Yeah. Well, what does Going in Raw do?
They do like they
do the same thing you were talking about, friend.
Like this is Sasha Banks. You're watching Going in Raw, and they have this is the Miz, and we're going in SmackDown Live. Who needs Raw? And like shit like that. It's just back and forth.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you, Abel. Thank you, James, for 1 minute, and thank you, new guy. Let me go back in here. Oh, I know I shouted him out early in the podcast, but now it's not letting me see the other chat. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this gets more views as we upload it. Thursday, we're going to be on Thursday next week because my work fucked me over. So this Thursday in 6 days, we're doing a TPA podcast. Hopefully I'll get that Becky Lynch video uploaded on the Tuesday that I go. I'll just have that as a separate video because I don't know how I would be able to edit a live video with the intro on there. So I'm just going to get that hopefully uploaded as its own video, and that would be awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. TPA Podcast. Recognize.